Alrighty, folks, welcome back to another stream. It is currently 4:20 p.m. on the West Coast, so to speak, in Arizona. We are at January 6th of 2024. We're going to be streaming about this very big article, or we could say big concession from CNN themselves. They are basically confessing to the fact that they are going to watch Donald Trump, their worst enemy, basically just completely poo-poo their entire dreams for the next 4 years, and he's on the path to win the presidency. You heard that right, folks. It's going bonkers right now. Now, you could really imagine this in a myriad of different ways. But in reality, what we're here talking about is a situation in which these people's worst nightmare is becoming true. And not only that, but it's also so bad to the point that they're just admitting it happening before it even occurs. It's like one of these things that you can hardly even believe. It's really just a mystery how people could ever kind of like admit their own defeat, but here they are. And I'm really close to just sharing this, but let me get some logistical things out the way for the stream. hold on, hold on. Let me say I'm live in some discords. Okay, so we're gonna put this in a couple of different places. All right. So we've got that down pat. So now we can get into the actual news. And so basically this article is going to be called, and let me share the screen a little bit. Okay, hold on. Wait, let me make sure I'm live. This is, it's a little adjunct right now. It's a little ghetto, but let's get it done. All right. So let's make sure we're live. We are here. Okay, cool. All right. So I'm going to make myself a little smaller. And here we are. All right. So as you can see here, we've got the inaugural road to 270 has Trump in a position to win the White House. Now, what's important about this, of course, is how, hold on. There you go. All right. So what's interesting about this is how the article just plainly in writing says CNN's inaugural road to 270 shows Trump in a position to win the White House. Now, what's so important about this to a lot of important people is how people like David Challen and Terrence Burgee, who are the article writers, are just drawing up a map in which still have three contingent swing states and still has Trump winning them. So as you can see here, they still have Arizona in doubt, Pennsylvania and Wisconsin. If you watch my video from yesterday, which is doing really well, by the way, you'll notice right off the bat that you're looking at a state in which these three are leaning Trump. In states that are traditionally more left, like Michigan, which Trump lost in 2020, you have this place, this crackpot over here in Michigan in the North Midwest. You've got that state going red. And so it's a big concession by the Democrats or the liberals that are writing this that have the strongest of hate boners humanly possible. So if we read this right off the bat, you'll notice that this is just a first look between a Biden versus Trump rematch. The electoral math to win, of course, is 270, but it basically captures the dynamics at play 10 months out from the election. And so as you can see here, there's a ton of stuff to read. So they're hating on Trump for allegedly mishandling classified documents after leaving office and allegedly obstructing law enforcement's attempts to retrieve them, and his falsifying of business records to conceal a hush payment to keep an adult film star from going public of claims of an extramarital affair, which he'll deny. So as you can see here, he has all these things going against him, and he's still winning in this CNN poll. Now that is really something. To have this happening is like admitting that your wife's cheating on you. It's a big L. They're admitting to a live cucking at the federal level. 350 million people under the control of a guy that they would last want to see with a nuclear button in his hand, which he already has done for 4 years. That's insane to think about. Anyhow, just imagine Fox News admitting Biden won, and they did that really quick. So think about that. We can say that the Republican establishment is very fickle in regards to loyalty to Trump because they don't like him, but CNN hates him even more. And so like to see this concession is just insane, and we love to see it, and we're lapping it up. Now, if you were to look at this, you'll notice right away just how much they write about this. So they're letting us build our own states right here. All these states, by the way, are not really that red, but you'll notice, like for instance, Indiana was contested in 2012. You'll look at Iowa. You'll look at places like those are the two, Texas. They're just completely conceding that. If you remember in 2020, all the Democrats were like, oh, Joe's going to win Texas. Oh, watch out for Texas. It wasn't even close. So, we're looking at a state that's like really insane. That's the article for that. We've got that settled down. Now, what we're going to do is just look at this one. This is another big thing. Trump deploys sharpest attacks on Nikki Haley. Now, Nikki Haley is somebody who's obviously been shitting on Trump near constantly to a point to where you'd actually think, wow, this is like kind of distasteful, but that's kind of hot to me, you know. Crazy women, young men. There we go. So, anyhow, let's read this a little bit. So, basically, he's taking shots at Nikki, which we love to say. Now, he's saying that she's in the pocket of establishment donors and saying that President Biden has given the Southern California, as basically, and that donors supporting Joe Biden are supporting Nikki Haley. So you can see the angle that Trump is taking. He's saying, you know what? The people that are anti-Republican writ large are supporting Nikki Haley, who's running as a Republican. So he's accusing her of being a controlled op, which is something that is actually kind of crazy because nobody would say that about Trump. So that's a little bit out of bounds, which we like to see. Out of pocket, but it's Lamar Jackson we trust running in for the first down. It's Donald Trump running out of pocket, just converting these first downs. It's really an astonishing thing. So my audio is kind of quiet. Is it now? Wait, hold on. Hold on. Audio is kind of quiet. Is it now? Okay. Well, thank you for the commentary. I'll make this a little closer to me. So let's make sure that I'm actually keeping the audio level well. Thank you for noticing. If you look here, the Trump campaign and Trump-aligned super PACs have now spent a combined $4.5 million targeting Nikki Haley in television ads. Now, Trump has apparently seized on Haley's failure to mention slavery. And then Trump says that slavery was sort of an obvious answer in that context, if you know what I'm referring to. I don't know if that's going to have an impact on, but I'd say that slavery is sort of the obvious answer, he told the people in Mason City, Iowa. So he's actually trying to campaign a little bit in Iowa, even though he's going to win it. Not because he's scared of losing, but because he wants to run up the margin. Because when you run up the margin, you're going to solidify the donors that are somewhat not at ease at Trump winning the election writ large. And so you can say that there's like a good 90% consensus that Trump will win. But Trump is trying to wrap up that 10%. Because let's say he wins Iowa by, let's say, 30. Let's say he just eases and coasts to a 30-point win. Well, if he tries, he could get like a 35, 40. And if you get that margin, people are going to be like, okay, well, then why are we going to spend money on these guys? And again, it's not to say that Trump is scared of, well, I could lose the primary. It's not that. It's just that there's wasted energy in a primary. And this is something that is really big about politics writ large, is that we have primaries in which you're going to have hundreds of millions of dollars spent by a multiplicity of different people. And what you're going to find is that there are millions of dollars spent on the table that doesn't need to be spent on. So let's say the Republican, just the mega colossus of donors, this donor class has approximately, let's say, $1 billion to spend on 2024. Well, what happens when you have a contested primary with like 6 people running? And before it was like over a dozen. And you have these people spending like $300 million on the primary. And then they can only spend $700 million against Biden pro-Trump. That's assuming the donors even go for Trump in the first place, which is kind of iffy if you follow politics. Well, if that's the case, then now we're dealing with a situation in which we have a guy in Donald who is practically, in major terms, be settled by losing 30% of his war chest theoretically. Whereas if there were no primary to begin with, then you'd have the full $1 billion to spend on the 2024 campaign, which is why it's in the best interest of Trump to nip this thing in the bud and destroy these people while he still has an opportunity to. Of Of course, we have Iowa, we have New Hampshire, then we have South Carolina, maybe Nevada. I'm not sure how that works. But the point is that the sooner we wrap up this primary, then the more money for the donors they can spend left over on Trump's actual general election campaign, which is the big kahuna, which is the big actual marlin that we're going to catch here. And so for us to be spending it on, peanuts and, like snacks and appetizers, it's just a waste of time. And we want to get into that meat and potatoes in this election. We want to make sure we're not spending unnecessarily on Nikki Haley, on Ron DeSantis, etc. And so that's why Trump is actually spending a little bit of his own money just to say, you know what, let's stab these people while they're down. And so that's an important thing, folks. Today, we're going to be talking about this and more. So writ large, again, we're trying to save the bleeding. We're trying to say, you know what? You had your fun, Nikki Haley, Ron. It's very obvious you're not going to win at this point. And let's just get this out the way. Because a surefire way to get people to lose an election is to have a huge primary context. Because, again, the party in and of itself loses a lot of steam, loses a lot of energy. There's a lot of disgruntled people in the loser campaigns that are really pissed off at the loss of their primary backer. And therefore, let's just kill this while we have a chance. And so that's that article. All right. Let's get into the other news. So if you look here, you're going to notice really soon, and this is somewhat of a complicated thing. is I'll pull up YouTube. Actually, I have some banger clips that we need to get into. There's some incel pickup artistry that we need to get into because I think it's profoundly funny, and we just gotta dive right in. So let's go ahead and just look at that. Uh, Let me switch into my alt account so that I can really get into this thing. Hold on. Okay, let me find this. Hold on. Give me 1 minute. It's gonna be really quick. So the reason being that this is happening is because there's these people, and these people will basically spaz out on you, and it's super funny. They like actually approach women, they like stalk them down in the grocery store. It's called incel attempts to seduce a woman in public #1. So to seduce uh woman in public. Okay, we got this coming up. All right. #1. Oh, I found it. Thank God. Okay, cool. Hold on. Bro, okay, so wait, hold on. Radical Politics says, bro, content vulturing like crazy right now. I mean, yeah, this is big news, okay? Be flattered. Be flattered. I was gonna make a video on it, but I'm like, I should stream because I have the house to myself for a while, so I might as well just like be able to talk as loud as I want. So, yeah, I just wanted to jump this off. I spent like 5 minutes prepping some like content. Okay, so let's get this on the screen. So if you'll notice, it's called, yeah, incel attempts to seduce a woman in public, #1, first person approacher. So just imagine this, man, the nerve wrackingness of this shit. So let's make myself a little smaller. I do not need to clog up this freaking screen. All right, let's go. Feeling extra creepy at this point, she is still not aware of my presence. So again, this is a guy who willingly uploaded this on YouTube to hundreds of people, and you know, plus whoever's watching this, and he's stalking this white chick. Following. He's got his pink water bottle. He's not even approaching her. He's just watching her at the bench. You see this? Think about it. She has no interest in him thus far. He walks to her like 10 feet, takes like 10 steps, and she doesn't even notice his existence. And if she does, she's looking the other way like, thank God he won't talk to me. She's just assuming he's going to the trash can. If a girl's attracted to you, she'll stand, maybe glance at you, smile, and then kind of like make herself obviously like out here. Damn, she's tidy as well. Do I switch up and go for her? I mean, this is how you know the guy's a virgin. If the guy says, oh, a girl is tidy, bro, it's like 1820 with the fucking language. Bro said, a quick refreshment before combat. You know it's over. I want every single person watching to like the stream.
Sorry.
Yikes, bro. Hold on. Let's rewind that.
Sorry. Something tells me to talk to you. No, it doesn't, does it? No.
Yikes!
Oh.
Whoa!
Must be someone else.
I hope her boyfriend isn't behind me. Luckily not. GG, I guess. Great talk, bro. That could not have gone worse. I think something's telling me to talk to you. No, they're not. The voices in your head, do not believe them. Wow. Schizo felt it. It's tough. Yikes, man. Okay. Let's go back. There's more of these, believe it or not. Okay, let's do #2. These girls are hotter even, so let's just go ahead and do that.
Sorry.
You can hear his heartbeat, man. The heartbeat going crazy.
Oh, wait a minute. Do you know,
Talking louder would be good. I blame this on Alex PWF. Yeah, so he does pick up and shit. Yeah, talking louder would be good. Yeah, for me. Raising the settings for the mic is kind of difficult, so I'll get a book to like get the mic closer. Okay, hold on. Thank you for noticing, OPC. So put it on here, So I have a towel, and then I have a fucking book stand, like a World War II book, just to get this a little closer.
Why everyone's going this way? No.
So he spots the girl from this far.
Yeah, I gather that, but
Imagine that. Hurry up.
Good luck.
He's speed walking to follow somebody.
Sorry. I'm not gonna lie, I think you look quite...
Yikes, bro. He was following. I didn't even know that. He sped walk like 5 feet in front of her, turns around. She says, nope. She says, nope.
fun. Sorry. Hi. You look quite fun to talk to. Yeah, fun to talk to. Yeah. Okay, bye.
Hi. Somebody to talk to. Hi.
Sorry. Emergency.
Whoa! Whoa! Holy shit, bro. What? What the? Now, wait a minute. Watch this.
Emergency.
So, here's the cock blocker here, right? Then you have this chick right here. Now, watch what happens. She fucking tugs her friend away, man. Yikes. He must be ugly as shit.
Hi. I'm not being rude, but you look quite fun to talk to.
She actually slowed down to talk to him, so he has a chance here. She says no. Wow.
Hi. Hi. Hey. You look quite fun to talk to. Sorry.
Yikes, man.
You seem quite fun to talk to.
Woo! Dude, that is the biggest L you've ever seen, eh? My God. Okay, that's great. There's hardly any commentary to give on these because, like, it's like way worse than you'd even imagine. And so it's like, okay, let's go number 4. Maybe he does actually cook. Okay, this is number 4. Let's see.
Hi. You seem quite fun to talk to.
Hold on. My fucking thing is glitching out. All right, there we go. All right. So we have a comment here from One Act Chasm. Fuck me. What the hell happened? Full screen it back. What the hell? Okay. He's just not good at picking up chicks. What's the problem? If he walked up and talked to them instead of stepping, it would be better. Well, yeah. I mean, that's true too. I mean, he seems to be in shape. He probably is pretty ugly, and he sucks at picking up. Yeah. I see this chick standing here, and this is too easy of an opportunity to just back out of. There are no excuses to not make this approach. That's true. She can't run away. He says, "Excuse me." She looks at him, is so disinterested that she looks back on the phone. If she were even a little interested, she'd actually let him finish the sentence, not even letting that slide. Wow.
Seem quite fun to talk to.
She goes like this. Wow.
I'm alright, thank you guys.
Okay. Sorry, something tells me I have to talk to you. Yeah.
Something tells me to talk to you. And she's like, how about that? And she fucking leaves, man. Wow. Brutal. Okay. okay, this is quite of a famous interaction coming up. I mean, I was going in fully expecting an immediate fuck off as she was on her lunch break, but I was also a little bit unsure if whether she was overaged or not, as they can start as waitresses at 16, and she looked pretty young as well. So he goes up to a girl that he doesn't know. He doesn't know exactly if the girl's underage, but he'll still approach her anyway. So it's some random waitress on her lunch break. So you probably don't, because think about it. Waitresses that are good looking already get hit on all the time. Plus, you don't know if she's of age. Plus, she's on her lunch break. She doesn't want to talk to you. Tyler R says, bro, what are we watching right now? We're watching Incel PUA pickup artistry with a GoPro. This guy's like a GoPro on his chest, so you can hear his heart palpitating like boom, boom, boom. Watch.
Sorry.
But then she has some non-standard facial piercings, like the lip and the nose piercings, which I think you have to be over 18 to get, but I'm not sure of that. She looks like a lesbian.
I have to talk to you. I have to talk to you.
It turns out that she was actually a cool chick, which I didn't recognize soon enough to make it a normal interaction. I knew my opener was weak as hell. So, I mean, this girl's actually kind of ugly, kind of goth, looking like a Twilight emo ripoff.
Something tells me I have to. You look like
I knew I stated the obvious, but I was expecting her to be annoyed, so I was using my deadpan humor to emphasize that. That's not deadpan humor. You just suck.
you're at lunch.
I'm on my work break.
Oh, sorry.
When she says, I'm on my work break, she means get the fuck away. Because if she wanted to talk to you, she would use her work break to have you sat down next to her, obviously. He's still watching. I was trying to see how long I could stand the awkward silence here. I would normally make some conversation saying I don't know what to say was actually a PUA technique I'd seen in the video. It's called calling out the situation. Yeah, that's true.
I don't really know what to say.
No.
No. Do you have a name?
Rosie, yeah.
Oh. I'm Brad. Hello. Oh, it's just for safety. Yeah, just in case I trip over or something. Yeah. Well, I need to go this way anyway.
At this point, I think it's best to end the interaction and come back as a normal person once she's long forgotten and she's actually nice to talk to. I mean, she's nice to talk to because I don't think she sees him as a threat, right? When girls see a guy, like, initially, there's a subconscious of, like, this guy could kill me, assuming you're, like, big enough, yeah? But with him, since he's so awkward and he has a camera filming it, like a GoPro strapped to his chest that she calls out, actually, and she knows he's, like, a fumbling idiot, then she's not threatened, so now she's just amused, like, oh, what does this, like, homo say? Oh, really? Oh, wow. Oh, really? Oh. So there's a difference, right? So initially when you approach a girl, even if you're ugly, she'll still respect the fact that you're a man, that you're bigger, that you could be a threat. Whereas that threat is eliminated. So she's more willing to talk to you because she's not scared of you. But by all means, don't take that as like she's okay, as in she's interested. It's just to say like she's not scared anymore. Like for instance, you could have a smelly dog and a girl might be afraid of the dog because it might bite. But she might let the dog be around her and not even lick, but just be in the vicinity. Not because she likes the dog. In fact, she finds it smelly and repulsive. But she might look at it as if like, well, it's not an active threat anymore. It's just a nuisance that I'm kind of like amused by. And so that's what we're talking about here. We have a comment saying, did you know, by OPC Don, did you know that Dr. Carolyn was at the Capitol on January 6th? She's more base than I give her credit for. Alex tells these guys if they have good riz to give it a shot. He's a friggin' liar. I don't think Alex is good at picking up girls, but we can review that right now after this. Grace Thorpe says, lol, who's this Red Eagle Politics? Yeah, who is that? That's crazy. Anyway, I got a missed call by somebody who's probably missing the stream. I mean, you should probably text me then, Rick. Okay, come on, like, what the fuck? Anyway, so we've got that going on. Now, with the Carolyn thing, she's live now, but the title's really boring. It's like Socialist Saturday or something. We're not interested. We're good. Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry. Something tells me I have to talk to you.
She walks straight through. She's like a fucking tank. Walking, strolling, let's go. I almost wasn't going to approach this chick as from As far of a distance, she looked like she might actually have been too young. From her slim figure and casual fashion sense, a lot of coaches don't give you reliable ways to tell if a girl's underage, which tough. Okay. That is so creepy for you to like wait until she passes you and then turns back around. Had you waited until she was like here and you were like, "Oh, yo, what's up?" That'd be better. But now she's gonna think like, "Wow, this is premeditated." If he crosses and then comes back around, that's gonna creep her out. I'm a bit nervous as I haven't figured out what her age is yet. But at the end of the interaction, I deduced that she was in her 20s. But the trouble is that the uncertainty have already affected my approach, which is why I'm awkward to run back at her. Okay, so we can blame his L on being awkward, but he's already awkward in every case. And whether or not she's of age is kind of beside the point. Because let's say the girl is like 15 or 16. Okay, well, I mean, you talk to her, you like have enough rapport, and then you say like, "Oh, how old are you?" Or like, "Do you go to college?" And then if she's underage, then just be like, "Okay, have a nice day" or something. Just give it up. It's like there's no problem if she's underage and you're just cordial about it. Yeah, it's not like you're being sexual yet. So like for him to have this insecurity of like, "Is a girl of age?" I mean, she probably is. Like if you're looking at a girl on the street and you're asking if she's of age, I'd say like 90% of them are, right? Because obviously, how many girls are post puberty and underage? That's like maybe a couple of years of like, 16, 17. So it's like, it's whatever. But this guy, I mean, he's trying to use this as a excuse. Not going to happen. Let's play this shit.
Sorry. Something tells me I should talk to you.
Such as?
You seem quite fun and open-minded, but...
Hi, thanks. I'm late to work though.
Oh.
Sorry.
He autistically says she said she's going to work, therefore she must be of age. But reality is probably that she's not even going to work. She's not dressed well. So where's she going to work? Hot Topic? I mean, I don't think there's one in England. But anyway, the point being here is like, so she lies to you and you just take that as if to mean that what? I mean, it's ridiculous. Again, another case where he says, "Is this girl under 18?" This is just an excuse. What are the odds that two adult-looking girls back to back are going to be under 18? I mean, this is just a fucking ridiculous thing.
Sorry. Something tells me I should talk to you.
Me?
Yes.
Why?
You seem quite fun.
Yikes, man. Holy shit.
Sorry. You look...
She wasn't friendly at all. I was approaching her, the thick one. Her friend slash sister was the one who paid more attention, but she looked too young and wasn't my target. Yikes. This is the kind of situation that coaches say they're in videos to approach instead of the easy, what the fuck, whatever.
Quite fun to talk to. Yes, you.
I can see you filming. That's like...
I can see you're filming. Okay, wait. OPC Don says, what she's doing now is about the baby surrogates in India, but last night she replayed her live stream from hotel in the night of January 6th. This guy has to be wearing an ugly mask. Yeah, that guy. For sure. No, with Carolyn, yeah, I mean, I don't care about Jan 6, so. See, she wanted to go in the aisle, but she saw the guy and she's like, nah, fuck this.
Sorry. Something's telling me to talk to you.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Are you nuts?
Yes.
Yes.
Brutal alert. Yikes, man. Really? This is so bad, man. So he's basically saying in this way, like, oh, you are. I mean, I just cannot fathom that. Are you nuts? You lost. Okay. Let's look at what Carolyn's doing real quick.
All of a sudden, people started asking Sophie for like more information on abolishing the biological nuclear.
L content. Wow, what the fuck is this? Let's look at the chat real quick to see if there's anything interesting. And the answer is apparently not. Yikes. Okay. I mean, it is what it is. Okay, let's do a little second comb through with the live chat. And yet nothing there. Okay. So we've got that fourth one done. That was great. These are getting better, honestly. He skipped through 5 and 6. So I'm assuming 5 and 6 got taken down from YouTube. And if that's the case, then geez. I wonder what was in there. So as you can see, he has the pound sterling here. It's an English grocery store. He's walking. Dead air. Let's go. He sees this girl in the green. He's going for this right here. Or maybe here.
How are you doing? I'm alright. No, it's fine, thank you. What do you think about this whole virus thing?
I think it's good that we've started
Yeah.
By the way, she's short as fuck, eh? She's literally like 4'10". Small talk, no riz.
Yeah, no.
Is she sitting down? The fuck? Yeah, she is.
Alright.
When I was working at the grocery store, I had to stand up in that bitch for like 4, 6, 8 hours straight. That is some bullshit. The only guy out of like the 10 of us that were working the cashier thingy, like the 10 different lanes, the only guy that got to sit down was the nigga in crutches, okay? Like literal crutches, like he had like some disease. So, I mean, that's that. He's like the Theodore Roosevelt or Franklin Roosevelt. This bitch has a chair. OPC Don says picking on cashiers isn't fair. They're supposed to talk to you. Exactly. I mean, and I had that problem too. I didn't want to talk to the normies. And then my cashier was like, you should be nicer. I'm like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Anyway, yeah. I mean, honestly, you can tell when a girl's interested and when she's just doing small talk, okay? She's just doing small talk. With me, it'd be different. Like, if I were to do this, and I'm kind of tempted to, like, have the GoPro thing, not in my store, not the one that's close by, but I mean the one like maybe 20 minutes away, that'd be good content. That being said, I don't have a GoPro. I used to have one, and we lost it.
I'll pay my card. So, you at, what, 6th form?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was only 13, so that was it. But I'm on summer now. I've got 6 months summer, so we're not going to be able to go back to school.
Alright, cool.
So
Yeah, that's a bit annoying.
I'm done now,
Anyway, I better get on. Do you want to hang out sometime?
Yikes, you want to hang out sometime? No, I'm okay. Yikes. And she's being nice about it. She's like a 5 out of 10.
Alright, see you later.
At least he took the fucking hint this time and just didn't loiter around. Brutal. He walks away completely defeated, filming his L. Okay, cool. So that's number 7. Let's go for 8. This one's a little bit longer. So this was with the girl sitting down. We'll see what happens. Okay, he's bicycle coping. He's strolling up. Now it's sus. It's an okay, open air restaurant. He's just standing here, being creepy, just standing there. What is the guy doing? They're asking. They nervously laugh like, what the fuck is going on? Sorry.
Well, I haven't said anything yet.
Yeah, I don't know. Because she was about to bitch about someone.
Oh. Not me, hopefully.
Like, I don't know, it depends what you're about to say.
Yeah, I'm just being sociable. Just approaching.
Look at this girl's hands, by the way. She's literally like... oh, fuck me. Oh, no, why am I... Oh, my God. Tough.
Approaching on a Wednesday.
Is that what you do on a Wednesday then?
Yeah.
She mocks him. I'm just being sociable. Is that what you do on a Wednesday, then?
What do you do once you approach them?
Trying to see how long I can talk for, but it's really stressful. Yeah.
What about Monday, Tuesday? What's happening on those?
OPC Don says, you should do this yourself and show him how it's done. Yeah, if I have a GoPro or something, I will. Yeah, I'm down. I do this pretty well, honestly. Like the only thing I don't have going on is the height, but I think I'm okay. I'll live. Okay, 5'8", you can live. Once I get the 3-inch lifts, it's game over. It's over. I'm gonna be drowning. It's gonna be like the Dead Sea because the nigga's gonna be floating in the pussy in the wetness. We're back. I'm backstroking through this shit. I'm like Michael Phelps, but not ugly, but short. And I'm just going like this. It's going crazy. Yeah, I would be down to do IRL in the right context. Obviously, I don't have the setup for it. I mean, at best, I could use my iPhone, but to get consistent signal, like I don't have a professional thing. Like if I had the Darius backpack, it would be game over for the haters. Like at that point, it'd be done. Now, yeah, because obviously I'm a lot less awkward than this guy or the Alex PWF guy. I'm pretty extroverted as is. I have like the superiority complex. I could dominate virtually anyone. So
Is there no social interaction whatsoever?
Not really, no. I just sit in my bedroom a lot. Yeah, I don't like it, but then I don't like approaching either because it's so stressful.
Has it worked for you yet tonight?
Well, it depends
How long
because
have you been standing there actually? Because I didn't see you right up to us.
no, I was just yeah, I was just literally just appeared. Yeah,
Are you recording right now on your GoPro?
no.
Are you sure? Because it's flashing red.
yikes, he lies about recording. It's flashing red. The best lie you can make up here is like, oh well, it flashes red because it's dying, but it's not recording.
No, I didn't know that.
He literally says, well, I didn't know it was recording. Okay.
What's your name?
Brad.
Hi, Brad.
Hello.
Well done for Sociable Wednesday.
She's mocking the shit out of him. See, they're talking to him not because they're attracted to him, but because he's such a loser that they don't see him as a threat. It's like, well, you know, what is this guy on a bike gonna do? It's a public place. You have like some fat chick and her boyfriend in the back.
Thank you. I've run out of stuff to say anyway. So.
He had duct tape on his bike. This has got to be a bit. Nah, he's just broke.
Try them. Maybe you can do that with
Yeah. Yeah, I could do. Anyway.
Okay, the blonde chick on the left is facing the other way. That means like, please stop talking to me. Max Walker says based rep and Lalo. Max Walker, are you a fan of Jack or something? Okay, you're a new person. What's up? So basically, Max, we are reviewing this incel trying to pick up women in public. Like he literally rode a bike to this like outdoor restaurant just to talk to these girls, but like in the worst way possible. You also have to assume the guy behind the camera is ugly as well. So he's struggling. He has a GoPro strapped to his chest. It's kind of like the Tesseractor, or I guess like the thing from Iron Man, where it's like this like thing on his chest. You can hear his heartbeat through the camera. It's creepy.
Okay. If I just stay, then it's awkward, isn't it? If I stay without saying anything. Yeah.
Can you smile? Can I take a photo of you, Brad, as you recording us?
Now she's wanting to take a photo of him to be like, oh my god, on Snapchat. Oh my god, look at this creep. Wow.
I can't really. Hi. Hi.
Well done, Brad.
Thank you.
Okay, now they're just big, low broing him.
I'm going to go before it gets too awkward. Because
Imagine how quiet he's talking if you can hear the blonde chicks more than you can hear Brad, even though Brad's camera is like here and they're like 10 feet away. He's talking like, and so I'm glad that I can talk to you because like I don't get out much.
yeah.
You know.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
There is. Follow that
Thank
eye.
you. Bye. Thank you. Thank you.
Now, this blonde chick most likely went there to cockblock this guy like, oh, well, look at this ugly guy talking to these girls. Let me help him out. Because if you notice, if she's asking for directions, she could ask this purple chick, these people right here. Why go to these two girls that are talking to a guy if not to just a cockblock and help them out? Then she looks back at him twice to help them out. And that actually worked. OPT Don says, would you do this at your college or just go to a random public place? I'd probably do it in a random public place because they say something like don't shit where you eat, and I wouldn't want to hit on girls that I have to go to class with, and college is pretty big. Like you can go 2 weeks without seeing somebody new or like somebody but I wouldn't want to chance it and be like, wow, this guy was like hitting on girls, and it'd just be really awkward. So I wouldn't do it. I could go to like University Boulevard or like 4th Avenue or whatever you call it. there are some bars there. I think that would be okay. But on campus itself, that'd be a horrible idea. And plus, girls can report you for anything, and they wouldn't report me because I think I'm pretty extroverted and I'm good looking, so that wouldn't be the issue. The issue would be like if I start making jokes that they don't like, or I call a girl fat, or I use a slur on accident, then they'd be up on my ass. Now I've gone away with that thus far, like any sort of like unopticalness, but frankly, like I wouldn't want to chance it too much more. So it is what it is. Okay. In cell number 9, let's pull this shit up. This one's even longer. Let's go. I tapped into a well. Let's go. Content.
Sorry. Hi, I know this is quite strange. Quite strange, but you seem quite fun to talk to.
Yeah, I'm busy.
Oh, sorry.
Wow.
Hi. You seem quite friendly. You seem quite friendly to talk to. No. Yeah. What are you up to? Sorry. What are you? What are you doing today? Oh, you're just waiting for the bus. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Why?
I just thought that you looked quite friendly to talk to.
Okay.
Yeah, I just saw you sitting there and thought I should just talk to you quickly. It's okay, I'm going to go soon anyway. So you must be from Latvia. I know that accent. Yeah.
Okay, this is so brutal to watch. Because if you think about it, he says, I know you're from Latvia because I recognize the pattern, right? The shirt. Okay, but then she doesn't even respond. She just kind of like, if she were interested even a little bit, she'd be like, no, I'm not from Latvia. Or she'd elaborate, be like, well, no, actually, I'm from Serbia. Well, no, actually, I'm from Russia. Something like that. Also, think about it. This chick is like completely mid as shit, small ass boobs. I mean, nothing crazy, and still getting rejected. And what's more, she just isn't, like, she's uncomfortable. She's guarded her legs.
I reckon.
OPC Don says, you should just stand on a corner with a sign that says, would you date me, and see what happens. That's a horrible idea.
Recognize your accent.
I'm French.
Oh. I'm very bad, aren't I? I'm very bad at that.
Very bad.
Yeah.
What?
I got that wrong. I made a bad guess.
I come here and you need the car, sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. Well, I need to go now anyway, but nice to meet you.
So that's an indescribable L.
Not being rude, but you seem quite fun to talk to.
Sorry?
You seem quite fun to talk to. Quite open-minded. That's alright.
Yikes. Part of the reason why the audio is so scuffed is because he's using the mic on a GoPro, but also because his heart is beating so bad. Now, I can fathom this. The heart's beating as fast as like when you get, no, even worse than when you get pulled over. This is horrible. This is like if somebody's shooting at you and you're trying to duck. I mean, that's literally like boom, 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 boom. Look at the audio. Look. Bro's losing weight with the heartbeat, man. Anyway, Edsel 0 or O says Incel's on suicide. I mean, you know, look at that.
Sorry, hi.
Sorry, but you can't hear very well.
Sorry, I've got quite a quiet voice.
Okay.
Is there a reason why you're recording this, mate?
Oh, sorry.
He turned it off like a bitch. He could have just made something up. What would it be actually, like, if I were him, what I would do is say, like, well, I'm ugly. I can't talk to people. I'm recording this with a GoPro very obviously strapped onto my chest. So if that's the case, then if I were him, what I would do is, in turn, say, well, you know what? I'm recording it because I'm socially awkward, and my uncle or whoever the fuck says that I should record my interactions so he can coach me through it. Now, if somebody's benign, they would actually help him out. Somebody would say, you know what? They'd say, okay, well, if that's the case, then, let me help you out or something. Like, for instance, like if he were to do this with a bunch of older women and he goes up to like kind of ugly 50-year-old woman and is like, well, I'm so awkward, I'm recording it. She'd be like, oh, isn't that so cute and benign? And if she's like 50, she won't be scared of you sexually because like there's an age gap. And then she might actually give you some like sympathy pussy or something. So, I mean, it's a start. Alex says it's a PS5 in reference to what? Oh, the recorder thing, yeah.
Sorry. I know this.
I've heard people lie and say it's like an insulin pump. I have a diabetes tracker. If it were me, dude, you know what'd be funny? Say like you're on probation, but from like Sweden, and then you have to live stream your entire life, aside from the bathroom. Just say that I'm actually in jail in Sweden, and they're very liberal. They just have to have a GoPro on 2 hours a day in public. That'd be crazy. I mean, I don't know what else you would do. Or I heard this one from Grace before where she's like, well, if I'm recording, it's because I'm trying to help out my grandfather who's like in a retirement home that wants to see the outside world, something like that. So you're on a Zoom call. Now with the GoPro, that's different because with an iPhone, that could actually be real. With the GoPro, you can't really say that. So
This is weird, but you seem quite fun to talk to. Okay.
sorry.
I know this is weird, but I think you look quite fun to talk to. Yeah, quite fun.
Oh, thanks.
A fun person.
Yeah. Why? What's the matter?
Nothing, I just thought you looked quite fun. I was just... Okay,
Brutal.
thank you.
I kind of endorse going up to groups of girls because I feel like because there's an anxiety when they're okay. Like, let's say the average guy's 5'11", he goes up to a girl that's like 5'5". The girl's scared for her life, low key, right? Especially if it's a creepy guy. But I mean, if it's two girls, not that they would win in a fight, but at least subconsciously that isn't as much of a problem, and so they're more open to talk to you. And yeah, there's cock blocking, but I think that's actually good because girls should cock block each other as much as possible to warrant the most amount of quality possible. Because women obviously sleep around too much nowadays. And so if you have more qualifiers to let women talk to men, then the quality of the men they get with will go up as well as the sex they have go down, ideally, because there's less guys to go around, ideally. And therefore, it won't be as rancid of a society. And in regards to like this incel being treated like shit, they're not really treating him bad. All the girls have been very cordial thus far. None of them has said like, get away, you creepy, ugly motherfucker, or something like that. So I think women are actually kind of nice. Because think about it, this guy's ugly. Imagine if you weren't ugly, they'd be even nicer. I mean, it's not that bad.
Sorry. Hi. You look quite fun to talk to, but you seem to be in a rush.
By saying you seem to be in a rush, you just gave her an out. Because now if you say, well, it looks like you're busy, well, then they're just going to walk away. Unless she's super interested, in which she'll come up with something to say like, well, no, I'm not busy, in which case then you're back in, but obviously not in this case.
Alright. How are you doing? Oh. Okay, well, great conversation.
Sorry, I've had a long day.
Now, think of that autism. He goes up to her and Seamus says, bad riz, and that's true because he goes up, good conversation, thumbs up. Literal autism. Good conversation, yep. Seamus says, yikes, bike approach is very intimidating. Yeah, true, because basically, because with the bike, you're looking taller than usual. Like, you're probably like 7.5 feet tall if you're on a good bike, right? And so you're coming up, you have the helmet and the GoPro. She's gonna be like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Is he gonna rob me? So that's true. The bike, I don't think the bike helps. Things that would help an approach would be like if you have, I guess like in 2007 and you were 15 years old, having a skateboard in middle school or something, that would be cool back then. or something like that. Nowadays, I would say a dog helps. I have a Yorkie. If you walk the Yorkie, girls will come to you and touch the pet, and then you can talk to them then. That's if you're good looking enough for them to come up to you. If you're ugly and you have a dog, they won't even give you attention because they know damn well the dog's like an entry point. So be careful with that. So if you're good looking enough, I've done this before, not on purpose, but I've just noticed like if you look good enough, that women will feel free to come and be like, "Oh my God, is that your dog? Oh, what's your name?" That does happen, and so also depending on the dog quality, but I have like a $2,000 dog, so that's why. Um, Edsel says groypers when they leave their house. I think this is a lot of people when they leave their house when you think about it. Obviously, he's as bad as it could get when he's like stuttering and shit. I used to kind of have that problem like in the 7th grade when I used to be really in my head about talking to women where it was like, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. So, yeah. And the heart beating so fast, that I've only felt very rare times in my life. Like if you're in a fight or something. But he feels that every time he goes up to a girl. And with that sort of mentality, you can't really win. What you ought to do is be as like nonchalant as possible. Girls like it when you're indifferent to them. When you're indifferent, that means you have options, which means that you're in a way kind of like not a creep, because that's like subconsciously what plays a role with women all the time. To say, you know what, this guy, if he's, because think about it, if you're a girl and there's a guy coming up to you and you're the only option for the guy, there's a lot of pressure on you. Not because you don't like the guy, but just because it's all on you. And so it makes her anxious. It makes her feel like, holy shit, what the fuck? Whereas, like, if Brad Pitt were to go up and talk to a girl, she'd be like, holy shit, oh, I'm so lucky because there's so many other people he could talk to. Oh, well, it's me. Thank God. So, two different sorts of mindsets that are really important. And this has nothing to do with whether or not the guy's good looking. I mean, it's just a basis of, like, being good at talking to people. And there's a bottleneck, right? Like, for instance, like if you're using a potato or the i9 processor, there's a bottleneck with the potato. Not to say that the i9 does not have its own limits, but you have to raise the other thing first. So while the guy probably is ugly, he still has a ways to go with talking to people before he can start blaming the looks. So, like, for instance, if he were very charismatic, he'd pull something at least. If he's not hideous, I mean, he's in shape. He's probably not that short. He's probably like 5'10". That's more than what I can say for myself. And so at that point, being good at speaking gives you something. And even if you're ugly and you're good at speaking, you can still hold a conversation, especially with older women that have lower standards. And if you look benign, then even if you're friend zoned by the girl you're approaching, you can still do that. And that's still a step removed from this sort of like deep down incel done by this guy on the bike. And so that's important. Now, when you get good at talking in your friend zone, then you can be like, well, I'm ugly. Well, I have this problem, or like I'm fat, or I'm short, or I'm like black, or I don't know. Any excuse after the fact. But anyway, Bender says he's laughing. True. Opcon says, so how would you keep score if you got her number? Is that a W, or is it just not getting immediately rejected good enough? Well, for him, it's different. He gets automatically rejected like 2/3 of the time because he's ugly and he's awkward. With me, I don't think I'd ever, and I've never been immediately rejected ever. So, how much, if I were to actually do what he's doing, how often would I get rejected immediately? Maybe 1 in 20 would, because maybe they have a boyfriend that they really like and he's a lot better than me. Because even if a girl has a boyfriend, as long as you're good looking too, she'll still entertain you, because why not? Because women are just like that, hypergamous. She'll be like, well, this guy's good looking, my boyfriend's good looking, I'll entertain both, especially if he's not there. The only way I would see myself getting rejected immediately is if let's say there's a girl and she's like 5'6", and so she's already like, the height wouldn't matter, but let's say she's 5'6", and she has a boyfriend who's 6'4", and she's like, okay, this guy's good looking, but he's like 5'8". Yeah, no, fuck this guy. She'd hand wave me away. That would be the only time I could see it actually being a rejection, is probably over the height. If a girl's a lesbian, I don't know. So a W for me when approaching a girl would be if I get her number, obviously, or Instagram, something like this. And it also depends on how receptive she is, stuff like that. Seamus says he rides a bike, so he's most likely fit. Yeah, exactly. So it's not the problem that he's out of shape or anything. I mean, he's not. I mean, he could be hideous, but at least he's like in shape and kind of young. I'm assuming if he's on YouTube, he's probably in his 20s. So Edsel says Brad Pitt is literally an Aryan Chad King. Well, that's what I'm saying, right? So having the abundance mentality is important. Obviously, backing it up is also key. But like, at least for starters, be confident, fake it until you make it, is the motto for a lot of people, and rightfully so. All right. Let's do creep silently approaches women in public. All right, pull this up.
So the Reddit hate mob have got the sitting next to femoids video successfully removed. YouTube can throw a spanner in the works, but they will.
So right now he's like maniacally mad. We have some comments here. Wow. Okay.
Not a she at all.
I'm gonna piss, so I'm gonna put on Dr. Carolyn. Try not to fall asleep.
A holobiont, a cyborg, is the
Where's my
answer
phone?
again for Takashita, or say Astrida Neymanis, author of Bodies of Water, or Donna Haraway. How can we think a collective feminist subject in reference to such a being? A majority of Marxists, much to my chagrin, have not always been willing to try. But remember, the putatively non-pregnant among us really shouldn't be at all confident that we aren't also pretty divisible, you know, deconstructible, for instance, into myriad symbiotic populations of beings with distinct DNA, bacterial cultures, microorganisms, and so on. Microchimerism, for example, is the scientific term for the cross-colonization that takes place in, you know, literal pregnancy, the production process whence we all originate, whereupon pieces of the DNA of the fetus are left behind and sort of float around the adult's body for the rest of their life, and vice versa, pieces of the gestator's DNA.
Wait, Lalo is streaming my show. Lalo,
Oh shit! What?
I'm very sorry, bro. You're not going to be able to follow this. This is not, I promise you, if you couldn't deal with my stream the other night because I saw your reaction to it, you aren't going to be able to follow this. I'm very sorry. Also, bro, I only know your name. I don't really know that much about you. I don't have any special interest in you. Yeah, I watched your stream. I did.
That's
But,
so funny.
I mean, you guys can hang out and try to understand socialism if you want. I just don't think it's actually going to work. But I don't know. Give it a try. I'll catch up with what you did later, maybe, if I feel like it. Sophie liked your post. What did you write?
Let's see if she reacts to my comment. Damn it, OPC. Snitching
Yeah,
on me.
I'm just saying, bro, that I watched your stream and I know that you were very annoyed at my dead air and my lack of energy and all that stuff, and you know, the fat woman, blah 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 blah.
No way.
Blah, blah.
Oh, she saw that.
But you're not going to be able to understand this, and you're not going to be able to follow this, and I don't think your audience is going to be able to either. So no fucking with my shit, bro. I don't allow that.
She's
This
negging
is
me.
actually serious. This is not just fucking around on the internet.
Okay, have a nice stream.
Sort of then co-comprise the
Okay, let's see if she reads that real quick.
one.
I didn't mean for her to notice,
in
man. What the
perpetuity.
fuck? Shit.
Basically, babies, once they've emerged.
You won't understand socialism, Lalo. Nigga, I'm the smartest guy I know, man. What the fuck are we talking about? I'm him. I'm the himulation. I'm him. I've been him. I will continue to be him. I did a DNA test. Turns out I'm 100% Himalayan. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go. I'm him. Fuck you, Dr. Carolyn. I'm him. Oh, you don't know about social... Nigga, I know everything about socialism, dog. Bolsheviks, Mensheviks. Who gives a shit? Ah. I'm exaggerating. Okay, whatever. Shouldn't read my thing.
Have all the video you need, bro.
What
The
happened?
video you need and threaten to subpoena me. You have all
starts
fuck
to
is happening
track
here?
the trails.
Okay, whatever. Okay, let's go back to my chat. What's up, chat? Chat. Okay. So we're 12 viewers strong. Yo, what's up? My 12 disciples. Okay. It can't be this healthy. Seamus says it cannot be this healthy, constantly stewing on this and trying to construct schemes to find a hookup. Brother's got a nut, you know. I honestly don't blame people because people aren't blessed with what I have, and so it's like, you know, like for instance, I'm not jealous at like Channing Tatum or Brad Pitt or something because they're like better looking and taller, better shape, stuff that I can't control for the most part. Yeah, I don't resent that, and you know, he can resent me, but he's a fucking idiot, right? This like incel guy, who cares? Yeah. Just go to church and find peace with Jesus. I mean, most people should do that. Yeah. Alex's Lalo felt it true by Dr. K. She's like, I saw your stream yesterday calling me fat. I didn't mean for her to see that, but that's funny because I stand by it. I mean, it is what it is. OPC, it's Joe Lalo's a shame. It's true. OPC, Don says, I ratted you out for the content. That was funny. OPC, I forgive you. Seamus says, Incel Coper gets rejected by a fat streamer. Yeah, kind of. Yeah. I don't know. Not a big deal, of course. Whatever. I only know of Dr. K because I'm like very involved on the internet, and so like I know about a lot of people. It's not like I thought about her, but then because of Grace, Grace Ben, craziness ensues, chaos. They're like trying to sue each other or some shit. Whatever.
Will never derail ACA's agenda.
Whoa, what the fuck? So you're saying they will never? Wow. So this is titled Creepy Incel Creeps Girls Out by Sitting Next to Them. Now, this is important because I personally avoid sitting next to girls alone, like right next to them, because I understand that it's weird. And granted, I'm somebody who's young. I probably wouldn't creep any girl out, but I just try to be considerate and think like, okay, would I want my sister sitting next to any guy? Like, just if I could control it, it's not a big deal. I understand, but like generally, no. And my mom told me a story about how when she was on the bus as a teenager, she had to sit next to this like old man who was like trying to like feel her up and shit. And so like I personally, not that I was scarred, but I had to be cognizant of like there's other girls that have been like with the creeps and me sitting next to them. I'm another fucking guy, so I don't know. Not a big deal, like I said, but it's just best to give them the space and kind of just space shit out. We have a comment by Seamus saying, sitting next to a girl is a terrible idea. It's like trapping her there. Well, that's what I'm saying. I just don't like that. If a girl wants to sit next to me, she'll sit next to me or something, And you can tell. And women are better at this. I was sitting with my mom somewhere, and across from us was a black family. Then later on, after we got off, she was like, by the way, that black girl was looking at you the whole time. I couldn't even fucking tell. And so guys can't really pick up on a lot of signals by women, especially if you're autistic, somewhat like me. Then, honestly, to like push the issue and kind of like sit next to them is gay. And what's even better is that when I was in Mexico City, when I was a little bit younger, this was around the 2020 election, they segregated the bus in Mexico so that now they had a girl and a boy side of the bus in the subway station, because there's so many cases of men molesting the women. And by molest that, I mean like uncle, niece. I'm saying like grown man, grown woman, like touching their thigh, or like when you're in a packed subway, I personally like keep my hands to myself. That's like what you're told to do. But these guys will literally like leave their hands to drag them across the girl's thighs and their asses and their crotches. And they know they can get away with it because it's like kind of random to be like, oh, you who glanced at my butt, don't like, a girl's probably not going to call you out on it. So there's a plenty of creeps in subways and trains and whatnot that will sit next to women, look at them, stare at them, look at the cleavage, or like rub their hand, or like at a bar even they'll like be drunk and just like hit their butt. I think that's fucking disgusting. Again, should you go to jail for that? Yeah, actually you probably should, because again, the type of guy that does that, they wouldn't stop at that. They only do that because they get away with it. They'd probably do even worse. So these people are fucking weirdos, and so not a good idea to sit next to girls when you can avoid it. If you have to, then there's no problem, but just don't do it. Did any Mexican girls hit on you over Christmas? OPC done? I would say like 3. Modest numbers. It was around my family like 95% of the time. Like I was surprised. Seamus says Mexico made the right decision, except the women should be at the back of the bus. Yeah, well. She notices him recording and she tries to not pay attention. This girl looks like she's 13 years old, by the way. I mean, this is fucking disgusting. This is definitely wrong. So think about it. He has a GoPro, as far as I know, or maybe this is an iPhone because of the format. So think about it. You have your phone and you're sitting next to a girl, and then you flip it this way. And so that it's very obvious you're recording her. And so she's looking at it like, what the fuck am I going to do? And she's facing the window and you're blocking the window. So now you have a guy who, I presume, okay, let's assume this girl's like 5'3", 110 pounds, 13, 15 years old. Then there's a guy right next to her who's probably like 180 pounds, 5'11". What the fuck is she going to do? Most girls are too afraid to be like, hey, this guy's recording me. Then what he can do is just like close the phone and pretend like it never happened. I mean, it's a really fucked up thing for him to do. And I'm pretty sure it's perfectly legal for him to do it, which is even worse, That shouldn't be okay. He should be kicked in the nuts for it. Because now he's creeping out this girl. And then what's worse is not what's happening now. It's that for a fact that every time this girl gets on the bus as a 16, 20-year-old, she's going to be more afraid of every guy around her because that one guy was like taking a creepy recording of her. That's the problem with these guys. It's not that you molest the kid right then. It's that plus the fact that they have a trauma now, that they will trust everybody less going forward. That's the scarring effect, and that's really profoundly fucked up. It's like you mug somebody, and it's not that they lose the $200 in their wallet. It's that now they're gonna be clutching their fucking purse every time they walk down someplace nasty, and that ought not to be the case. You know, imagine how much less stress there is in an Amish community where you know nobody's gonna rob shit, and you can kind of like leave things willy nilly, and they won't be stolen. But then you're over here. You can't even have your privacy. And some stupid libertarian could say, well, it's my right to creepily record a teenager as long as they're fully dressed. Dude, that is fucking off. There's a reason why he's recording her. If it was just a benign thing, then he wouldn't be just recording her. He'd be recording the surrounding. And mind you, if you were recording a time lapse of something and some like kid walks by fully dressed, there's no problem with that because it's not contingent on the kid being there. But when you're explicitly just recording this teenager on the side, I mean, that's just fucking disgusting, and it's reprehensible. Bad frame, says Seamus. Yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible. She stares at him and like touches her hair. When the girl's touching her hair, it means there's an anxiety about something. That could be a good or a bad thing, but it shows a generalized anxiety. It either means like, I'm touching my hair, notice me, I'm anxious, but in a positive sense, or it's I'm anxious, I'm scared, I'm creeped out. But either way, that's not the right thing. Like, that's not the best signal most of the time, especially if you're an incel. You don't want to see that shit. Brutal. Now he's following the same girl off the fucking train or something. I mean, this is, you know, the music is very fitting, says Max. Yeah, exactly, dude. Also, Max, how did you find my content? I'm curious. Like, were you a fan of mine, or were you following Rep first? Or... This is a different girl, by the way. What a fucking creep, dude. So as you can see here, he has his right hand right here, and he has his left hand with the phone facing this way. There's no way the girl can't tell. There's no way he can't tell. Tropes just joined. Yo, what's up? We're watching incel clips. So recently we watched like 10 videos of the same guy approaching women like on a bike in England, and he's super awkward. Now we have the same guy, I'm pretty sure, recording girls on the train or something. And what's so bad is that she's right next to him, to his right hand down here, left hand going like this. And if you were going to record a girl, if I were him, I'd be sitting down with the phone like this, kind of like this. And hopefully she wouldn't notice that you're not covering the camera. I'd just be like this, kind of like that. But instead, he's doing it like this. So he's holding it up here. So what the fuck else are you doing other than recording her? Obviously. Then he'll like turn it around and then go like this. It's obvious. Just like at best, you should be like this. And even that, like nobody does this, by the way. But at least that would be kind of excusable. I mean, he's just like, he's stupid. He's stupid as fuck. He can't even creep shot right. It's like really bad. Max says, I believe I found you from your debate on modern day debate. Well, that's crazy. Okay. That debate with Destiny was really just like the passion of the Christ. Like me just sacrificing myself for the novelty of like, oh, I'm going to talk to Destiny. So I have to thank Grace for that one. Okay, so basically he traps them so you can't escape from them and records them. Terrible risk, says Seamus. Yeah, I mean, it's fucking deplorable. You can best believe that Tinder match was a bot, by the way. She gets up. Still films. Still films. Still films. Brutal. Let's read these comments. I'm kind of curious. 20 comments. Yeah, look at this. Bangy says, you don't need permission to record people in public. You should either expect to be filmed or stay at home. That's fucking ridiculous. That is just ridiculous. Seamus says, you found me through Grace. Yeah, I know. I've seen you in that chat. Anyway, so thank you, Grace, for that viewer. Jeez. She wants credit. Okay. Anyway, kidding. Now, Bangy says, you don't need permission to record. That's retarded. Okay, sure, it's legal, but should it even be legal? You could argue that. But what's more? Okay, well, you know what? This guy, okay, let's say this banging loser on the internet had a daughter that's like 15. Do you want her being recorded? Fuck it. If you had a daughter that was 25, would you still want that loser, ugly guy recording her? Are you kidding me? Why? And also, wouldn't this banging guy, if a guy were recording you doing something innocent, wouldn't you still be kind of creeped out? Like, what the fuck? Like, you don't think you're gonna have a loose moment or something? Like, this is just stupid. And if you were to be recorded all the time, you'd feel weird. Not because you're doing anything wrong, but just because it's odd. If you had somebody shadowing you at Barnes & Noble's looking at books, you're not doing anything immoral. You're not doing anything illegal. Nothing to hide. But you would still be creeped out at that, obviously. Yeah? For the same reason that you don't want your mom or your dad walking in on you taking a shit. You're not doing anything wrong, but you're kind of uncomfortable. You're like naked here. I mean, you're doing something nasty. Nothing wrong, mind you, but you don't want people looking at you. In the same way that when you get on a train, you probably want to listen to music and stare out the window, not some fucking creep sitting next to you, number one, and number two, recording you so he can do what later? Jerk off to it? That's fucking nuts. That's gross. So shame on that guy for saying that. And like I said, getting recorded in and of itself isn't even the bad thing. It's who's recording you and for what reason. Obviously, you're being recorded when you go to Target, when you go to the mall, you're on CCTV, security footage. But it's not for a creepy reason. They're filming everybody. It's not you in particular. But when there's one incel and he's recording just you, you're knowing that he's going to do something later. And it's fucking disgusting. Lalo talking like everyone lives with their parents. Even if you're not living with your parents, obviously when you were like, let's say 15 years old, would you, if your dad were to walk in on you taking a shit, I mean, it's not like a perverted thing, but it's like, hey, like, you know, I'm not wanting you to watch me take a shit, right? Obviously. There's parameters to talk about, obviously. Like if you have a 6-month-old baby, you have to like watch them naked and, you know, bathe them, obviously. But like if you're a teenager, you don't want that. Not because there's anything wrong with it inherently, you know, but because you just want to avoid that sort of awkwardness. It's like weird. And so you don't want to be filmed like that in general, yeah? There's excuses, obviously, but overall, okay, look, even if Brad Pitt were fucking filming some chick, she would be flattered by it because it's him, but she would also be like, why is he recording though? Like, it's kind of odd. It's just odd. Also, the whole like social proof theory where you're like trying to have an abundance mindset. If a girl knows you're recording just her, then clearly you're only fascinated by her at the moment. And so that whole thing flies out the window if you're even arguing from that standpoint. Jadeite McSwag says, wow, Radical Politics has a video saying the same thing. Did CNN really concede? Yeah, CNN conceded. They basically made a map showing all but 3 states circled in red. It was Arizona, Pennsylvania, and I think Georgia, which they have as like toss-up states in the yellow. But they had 272 electoral votes for Trump as of right now, which is obviously saying a lot. So even the mainstream media is conceding that Trump has the lead. Trump says, why does anything CNN does matter? Ha ha ha, says J-Dot. Because, you know, it's one thing for the people on your own side to say we're about to win, but if the other side is already conceding that they're already losing, then that's huge. You know, so, I mean, I think that's actually a really big optics win for Trump. Okay, let's look at these comments. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this guy says the permission isn't the problem. It's how creepy and the behavior is. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's just literally it. Okay. Anyway, let's keep going. We're gonna review. I think there was a video right here that was interesting. What was it? It was like girl confronts guy, but where was it? It was right here. 1 million views.
She was enjoying some me time at the Barnes & Noble bookstore in Burbank.
All right, reading comments. We can't get complacent like we did in 2022. We got to make this a reality, says Max. Yeah. Trope says it's all the same team nigga mass media. No, but you have to understand that there's like I understand what you're saying, but there's two different groupings of people. The people working for Fox, working for OAN or One News Network or whoever, these are mostly people that are like Ivy League, like yeah, they're kind of establishment, but those are like conservative leaning people or at least neoliberal. Whereas the CNN people are like straight up like queers, Starbucks workers, used bookstore employees, like that sort of phenotype. So those people conceding that Trump is winning is tantamount to a complete loss. So that's why I have to point that out.
Grabbing an iced matcha latte,
Thank you.
and perusing the shelves for a good book. But Michaela Witter's quiet day was about to turn creepy because of that guy in the background.
Everywhere I went, I kind of felt him in my presence.
What happens next?
Trump says illusion of polarity. No, it is literally true. If you were to talk to somebody who works for Fox News, somebody who works for CNN, they're two different people. And so them conceding it is bigger. Yeah. Now, it doesn't mean they're not going to like, harvest ballots and like do fuck shit like that and have slanted coverage. Yeah. But obviously them conceding is a big deal because they have a pretense of being anti-Trump, whereas with the other people, they're more neutral. So there is a plurality. Now, it's not as big as people would say, like nomenclature wise, but it definitely is still existent.
Next freaked her out. He crouches down, slides towards her, and appears to, well, you be the judge.
I felt
What? What? Dude, that is nuts. Anyway, Trope says above the people who work for these companies, the ones that own them are central. Well, I know that, but the editorials are by and large not that controlled. Yeah. And so when, New York cosmopolitan gay liberal so and so writes an article, a lot of that verbiage is coming from that guy's heart. It's coming from the fact that he's acknowledging that Joe Biden is losing. That's what makes it interesting. Not so much that Jeff Bezos or whoever the fuck runs CNN, I forgot what his name was. I mean, those people are obviously like working together somewhat, but
Slides towards her and appears to, well, you be the judge.
I felt really disgusted.
Seamus is saying they're saying this so that they can act like it's a big deal when Trump rigs the election against Trump. What do you mean? So you're saying, okay, so the CNN is poisoning the well, conceding the victory to Trump so that when they rig it against Trump and Biden wins again, according to you, what? Okay. All right, I'll shut up, says Trumps. That's funny. Jadeite says, why is she recording herself reading a book? So I think what girls do, and if you watch TikTok, what they'll do is they'll put an iPhone like in their back pocket and have it leaking out the side so that only this top part is showing the camera. And so they'll like watch back them walking through Target to see if any guys look at their ass to expose them on TikTok for clout. Or how girls in the gym will film themselves and see if a guy like checks them out doing squats. It's the same thing. So she probably noticed that black guy following her around. And so then after a while of that happening, she's like, oh, I should just record this for clout. And that's exactly what she's doing here. Oh, wow. Trump lost. I guess he's not that popular. What does that have to do with CNN, though? Trump says, did they bring back the Mexican Wi-Fi or is it just you? It's just you. I'm pretty sure. It's working fine. All right. Jadeite says cringe. Yeah.
So the 28-year-old turned the tables. You actually were so brave. You confronted him.
What are you doing? And then him shakily saying, I'm tying my shoes. What are you doing?
Dude, he's stuttering so hard.
Was it a misunderstanding?
He was pretending to tie his shoe, but his shoes were tied.
Watch what happens next. He appears to do the same thing to another woman.
So he's pretending to tie his shoe behind a girl's ass to sniff her. But like, honestly, what? So this guy's literally like a black dog, right? This bald guy. What the fuck is he doing? What the fuck is he doing? There's like really no reason for this guy. Like, at least for me, like I understand if you want to look up a girl's skirt, I guess there's like a vagina there. But like, if you're sniffing her butt, what the fuck are you expecting to smell? Her fart? Like, it cannot smell good outside of a girl's butt. Like, what is it going to smell like a rose? And if it smells like a rose, it's from like a perfume, right? So if the perfume, so you might as well just sniff her back. It just doesn't even make sense. Max says, I think we are getting to the point where polls don't matter at all. The last poll for Michigan's governor race, for instance, showed that the Republicans winning, but we ended up losing the race by 10. I mean, Tudor Dixon underperformed relatively speaking, but if you look at the polls in Nevada for Adam Laxalt, you'll notice that in Lombardo for governor, those were a lot more accurate. So it's kind of anecdotal from what you're saying. So the polls are right. Also, the polls had Trump losing by like 6 in 2020 and he lost by 4. If you use that heuristic, or for example, 2020 or 2016 had him losing by, let's say, 4 and he lost by 2, popular vote wise. So if he's winning by 2 now, then he's probably going to win by 4. Even if they are, harvesting votes and whatnot, and even if they are doing that, which they will, I mean, if he's winning by 4, he can still win by 1 and win. I mean, the way the Electoral College works is that as long as the Republican loses by less than 3, then he'll probably win. So that's what they're taking into account. Trump says, I would think that CNN wants Trump to win. That way they can have a target to shoot at for 4 years. Yeah, I think the elites probably want that to happen, or at least they see that as like a silver lining. I'm so done, says Seamus. Yeah, it's fucking gross. Jadeite McSwag says, I just hope 2024 isn't a repeat of 2022, where we were supposed to expect a red wave and got clobbered. It won't be. No, because I think Trump adds a floor that the candidates on their own didn't have. So, also keep in mind that 2022 not only was a red wave like on paper, but was also a verdict on the candidates themselves. And if you're a Republican, you'll probably agree that Trump is a better candidate than virtually all the other Republicans at the House level or the Senate level or gubernatorial-wise. The example, basically the composite thing that you have to look at for 2022 is Arizona, okay? Kerry Lake lost by 1%. That's indicative of Arizona. Now, take that Arizona result from 22 and then add 5 points to the Republican score, aggregate it all because it's under the same ballot under Trump. Then that's the result you're going to get as harvesting not included. So I think that's the difference, because that was a very nationalized election and you got a more equitable result. Okay. CNN is constructing a narrative that Biden winning is an upset, even though they are planning to rig it. Look, I just don't agree with that at all, because I think what they're saying is that, here's what they're saying. The Democrats, that let's say they're rigging it, right? The way they see it is that they're losing the election for real by like at least 2%. They're saying we have to rig it, by let's say 3% to win. That's the way it works. They're not just artificially giving Trump bona fides and saying he's winning to then just make it look like a bigger deal when he wins. Also, wouldn't it be better if Joe Biden were just winning from the outset in the polls so that when he wins, nobody gives a shit and the Republicans don't riot? Whereas if you're going to say, well, oh no, Trump is winning at the beginning, then that just gives an impetus for January 6th to happen again. And while there were like feds trying to infiltrate it and trying to incite violence, writ large, the government does not want that to happen. So, because it embarrasses the government. And you could say, oh, we want the Republicans to lash out so that the Democrats gain power. But like realistically speaking, that already happened in January 6th. And do you really think the Democrats are happy that it happened? Like, do you think they feel in control yet? No. They're losing control, not only in popular opinion, but like overall with the election upcoming. And so this whole like conspiratorial mindset is not that helpful past a certain point, okay? Like we can assume that if the election were fair, Trump would win the popular vote by like 5. Since we know it probably won't be fair, he'll probably win it by like 2, but he'd still win it. You can only cheat so much. Hence why when they were doing that thing in Georgia, like in the early evening or like 3 a.m, when they were packing the suitcases of votes or whatever, it took them hours to do that. They had to have the water main break and have an excuse. Yeah, so it took hours for them to do that. So let's say it takes an hour to rig it by 1%. So that means that you're going to need like 3 hours of like no cameras, whatever. So the more that Trump wins by, the more obvious it'll get that they're frauding it, in which case the popular sentiment will be more anti-Democrat than before. And so like if Trump is, in 2020, let's say in a honest society, he were to win by just a little bit, they only had to rig it a little bit for Trump to lose on paper. Whereas if he wins by like 3% or 5% in real life, then they're going to have to do 5x the amount of cheating. That will take 5 more hours per election. You know what I mean? It'll just get that much more obvious that they're doing it. So it's a big deal. It's one thing to say, like, it's one thing to lie about your height. And I say, okay, let's say I'm 5'8", and I say I'm 5'9". Most people would believe me, or at least they wouldn't call me out on it. Now, if I say I'm 6'1", and there's a huge difference, they're going to be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And that's the same thing, right? If the polls say that Trump is winning by 2, and then Biden wins by 3, They're going to be like, what the fuck? That's a 5-point difference. Whereas in the polls last time, it was Trump losing by 6. He loses by 4.5. And even then, half the country still was not supporting the election result. So imagine this time where Biden's... Also, keep in mind, let me just make myself full screen. Biden's popularity back then was like positive 3% in the exit polls. Now it's like negative 15. And so you're having a country that at the time, a couple of years ago, was 50-50 on the election result. Now it's going to look like 80-20. And only the most delusional Democrats are going to be like, oh, yeah, no, Joe won it. Yeah, the dementia patient that probably won't debate, that doesn't campaign in person. He's going to be the guy that won. Yes, totally. Only the most delusional idiots would ever believe that. And second, when it comes to all the Republicans are going to see it coming this time, so they might stop it. Third, non-violently, I'm just saying like they're going to have poll workers, stuff like that. Third would be that obviously people like Destiny, people that are not paid necessarily by the DNC, but people that are very bought in, those people are going to sweep it up like usual. But I mean, even people like Hassan would be like, okay, nah, it's like, anyhow. Seamus says, if Biden is losing more NPCs, we'll go out and vote. No. Okay, that's not even true, because if that were the case, then when they're doing surveys and the NPCs know that Trump's winning the polls as given by the news, as provided by CNN, then the polls going forward are going to be more Democrat because the people that are undecided would go to Biden. But obviously that isn't true. So you're just being pessimistic. Jada McSwag says, do you think Trump will still have a noteworthy lead a year from now? Of course he would. Of course he would. Things for the Democrats will only get worse. And, even if the inflation is going down, the effects of it going on will still get worse. The interest rates and all that will get worse. It's a K-shaped recovery, so the middle class won't get any better. These people that voted for Biden in 2020 in the suburbs of Atlanta, the suburbs of Michigan, etc., these are not going to turn out for Biden. At best, they'll just sit it out. So I think Trump will have an even bigger lead, because if you think about it, everything is looking up for Trump. Biden is getting progressively more dementia ridden. The economy is not really any good. Things are getting worse writ large. And for Trump, like you could say, oh, a new scandal is going to drop. What the fuck else are they going to have on him? Nothing. They spend their entire time, millions of dollars per year, if not billions, on just trying to sue the guy every chance they get. And what do they even get? And so obviously that's true. So let's go.
Does it to both of us within a matter of seconds.
Michaela shared the now viral video on TikTok, and she was shocked by the response.
A lot of people recognized him, saying that he did the same thing to them.
One woman posted this video.
Are you following me?
No.
It sure looks like the same creep.
It's the same guy.
And after Michaela posted her video, cops made an arrest. The suspect was identified as 37-year-old.
What the dude? This guy looks Namekian. What the fuck is this, bro? Piccolo looking ass nigga. It looks like Jeremy Meeks mixed with Joshua Dobbs mixed with Piccolo from Dragon Ball Z, man.
Khalees Crowder. He was arrested over the weekend on suspicion of peeping and prowling.
Are you worried that he is a danger to the community?
Definitely. He's the most disgusting person, and he should rot in jail.
Okay. See, this girl was recording him for clout, obviously, but that led to an arrest, so good for her, I suppose. Okay, this one looks interesting, too. This might be a rabbit hole. Let's see what this says. Body cam. Michigan man allegedly pulls young girl into bathroom. Yikes. Dude, what the fuck? Prowling, yep. All right, let's see this.
Be around her, please.
Okay, you got your ID on you, ma'am?
I do.
Hold on. Seamus says, Dems only vote if they think they have to. If they think it's in the bag, they will stay home and smoke reefer they bought with their welfare check. Well, the Democratic turnout is going to be high regardless because of mail-in voting. So it raises the floor. Because with mail-in voting, basically anybody with an opinion is going to vote. Either side. And so, yeah. Back then, you could say, oh, they're going to smoke pot. But nowadays, if they're mailing you the vote, there's really no excuse. Hence why more people voted for Biden than Trump last time. If you actually had to make people walk to the fucking booth and vote, then obviously you would lose. For example, Florida, where they have a cleaner system, the Republicans win big. Why? Because there's not all this shenanigans with harvesting. In fact, in my college, they spent millions of dollars on getting votes for Biden. In fact, 97% of people on campus voted Democrat. Now that is fucking impossible unless they're harvesting ballots. And so what they're doing is that they're getting paid by the Democrats to go and register voters. And when they register them, they try to oblige them to become Democrat. And what's more is that they will go and they have like these Amazon lockers, and basically they'll go to the dormitories and have people paid like $30 an hour to get all these votes from all the students who don't really give a shit. And sure, they're like kind of liberal, but they also don't really care. And so they're going to be like, oh, well, we're paid to like go around and harvest the votes. And so in a college, let's say a college obviously is like 70% liberal. So the vote should be 70% Biden. But when it's 97%, you know for a fucking fact that they're harvesting the votes. They are just getting all the votes. And then when it comes to the Republicans, non-equity, right? Oh, we're not going to help you out. You know, go bust your ass, go walk to the booth. We're not going to mail it. And if we're going to mail it, you're going to have to send it back. Whereas the Democrats, they're paying them to go out of their way and say, hey, by the way, did you vote? Here's the ballot. Sign it in front of me. Well, so it's obviously slanted.
That's fine.
She told me that she was not trying to get into the bathroom at all.
Is everything going to be blurred, man? That ruins the content.
But you can see over head on in there. So I'll forward it to you. Yep. Let you.
So this brown guy did it.
Is he gonna pose a tape?
That's what he's doing.
Alright, can I talk, please?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was in the bathroom. Before I shut the door, I told her, because they pick a free toy, you can ask them up there. I told them that you guys can get a free toy. So they go there looking at toys. I shut the door. When I was using the bathroom, the little girl walked in on me. And she made it halfway in the doorway. I freaked out and tried to slam the door, and it hit her. That's why she was crying. I can't go to jail, dude. I'm on probation.
What are you on probation for?
A misdemeanor assault. I can't.
So this guy's clearly like mentally retarded, you know, to some extent, yeah. And he's over here like, I cannot go to jail. So okay, you have a guy on a misdemeanor who's like talking disabled, says he's has a misdemeanor assault charge on probation, so already red flags. And then he's saying that he was pissing or something, didn't lock the door. Some girl walks in, obviously like trying to go to the bathroom. He hits her by trying to shut the door, and she's crying. Well, it's gonna be very clear if she has like a hit, like a fucking bruise on her head or something from the door. So we'll see. He's probably lying. Obviously, this guy looks creepy. He stutters. He has no confidence. He probably is a predator, to be completely honest. So we'll see.
Misdemeanor assault for what?
I don't know.
Where do you live at?
The rescue.
Jadeite says, how big are mail-in ballots going to be in 2024 versus 2020, where like half of the votes were mail-in? I mean, they could be higher, honestly, but the difference being is that the Republicans are going to start funding the apparatuses to harvest ballots and to actually mail in votes and collect them all. And so even if the Democrats up their ante, the fact is that let's say the Democrats sourced 20% more votes last time due to higher spending, and the Republicans just sat on their ass because they weren't prepared. Whereas now, let's say the Democrats increase it by like 5, because obviously there's a ceiling to it. Whereas the Republicans might fund it by like 10%. And then on the net, the Republicans are 5% better off than 2020. They lost by 4.5. So that neutralizes it. So I think it'll be, the mail-in thing won't get worse, is what I'm saying, on the net, because the Republicans are going to be doing their own version of it. So
Missing. Please, I can't go to jail. I'm so screwed.
yeah, how's he not going to know about the assault if he's in it?
You got a phone?
Okay, he's giving the number down.
Just wanted to give you guys some privacy. No problem.
Tom. I can't go to jail. What?
Buddy, this is
Yep,
so far above
I'm
my
screwed.
pay
I'm
grade.
screwed.
I want to make sure
I'm going.
your name on.
I have a question. Can we step out the back door so I can at least smoke while we talk, please?
No, not right now. What did you get in, when did you get in trouble in?
About a year ago, over a year ago, maybe 2 years ago almost.
Okay, and what did you get in trouble for?
Assault.
What happened?
I got into a fight.
With who?
A friend of mine. We were at the movie theater. Him and me got in an argument after the movie. Started a whole entire fight. The police showed up.
You ever been in trouble for anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
Brutal.
Andrew Darty went to the bathroom. See, here she's coming to the bathroom.
Oh, he's gonna explain it. Okay, he's gonna live reenact it.
Toilet. Open the door real quick. Just open it.
Mm-hmm.
She opens the door and walks right there.
I really doubt that. So he's saying this little girl opens the door and walks inside. There's no fucking way. She at best opened the door, saw him, and then like got scared and froze
get
up.
up and tried to pull my pants up, and I grabbed her shoulder. Like I said, then the little boy came around the corner, and when I tried to push her out, the door got stuck with my foot. It kept pushing, so I'm trying to pull my pants up and push her out. And that's when she hit her head right there. That's when she started crying, and the little boy...
So he grabbed the girl's shoulder, pushes her out, and she hits her head. But if she's pushing her out, then the girl would start facing like the outside, so she wouldn't have hit her head. So
He saw me put my hands on her shoulder, because I put my hands on her shoulder to stop her from coming in fully, and that's when I pushed her out. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I swear to God, please.
Go ahead and get off the phone.
this is the most defeated face I've ever fucking seen, bro. Please.
You taking me to jail?
Yeah.
Please.
Get off the phone.
Drink, man, please.
Please, I swear. I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear to God.
Turn around, put your hands behind your back right now.
Felt it. It's over. It's over, buddy.
I swear to God.
It's over for pedo bros. It's over.
I swear to God. I swear.
Stop.
I swear. I didn't do nothing. Please. Can I at least speak to Tom before I go? Can I at least speak to him?
Can you stop screaming?
Yes. Did the camera show me doing anything?
How would the camera show anything if it's in the bathroom?
Back up more what the little girl said than what you said.
Yikes. Wait, that's true. Because if the camera is pointing anywhere near there, it's going to be just the door, which means that it'll just show him kind of like grabbing her like this and her like interfacing like this. So it'll make him look guilty regardless. So even if he actually didn't try to like molest the kid, it still looks bad regardless. So he's fucked. He is fucked. Honestly, and the problem is that, again, like, it's a lookism thing too. If he weren't like, because right now he's like some awkward looking brown guy with glasses, ugly, you know, like retarded, obviously, and has a probation, you know, he's in probation. He looks guilty as fuck. If it were a good looking guy and he's like, no, that was an accident, the mom probably wouldn't press charges. But then look at this.
Tom! Tom! I swear I didn't! No, Tom! Tom!
So he's like an employee for this guy.
Please, Tom!
He's begging his boss to like get him out of cuffs, nigga. This is not how it works, bro. He realized he's not built for this. Tom, please. The Bible Belt IKEA, yeah, true. He's actually crying. Randy Wansner says, "Sup, Lalo? I just tuned in. I don't know the scenario, but he's definitely capping. Why did he grab her shoulder and pull her in there? Exactly, dude. This guy's a pedophile in the making."
Here's the situation we're under. We're going to ask you to leave the shelter. Even if you do get bailed out, I will have your stuff. I will. Do you want me?
He lives in a shelter, bro. So it's Loserville. It's, you know, people give me shit. Oh, you live with your parents. Yeah, I'm in college, retard. What do you want me to pay $12,000 for a dormitory to a college that I live in the same city of? Make it make sense, folks. Anyway. Oh, but this nigga lives in a shelter, bro. What? What?
Want me to call Jennifer and have her come pick up your stuff? You cannot stay at our shelter. You're no longer welcome. Okay?
All right, listen.
That's
Listen,
all
can you
I
at
have
least
to
listen
say,
to me?
okay?
Can I say one name, Tom? One name, please. I'm begging you.
Just say it, dipshit.
If I'm going to jail, am I getting out?
You are no longer welcome at our shelter.
So will I have to go to jail if I don't go to the shelter?
No, you're still going to jail.
What a profoundly stupid motherfucker. What a dumb son of a bitch. So if I'm going to jail, will I get out? How would he know that, number one? And then number two, he's like, no, you're kicked out of the shelter regardless. And that didn't even register.
Is there another shelter?
That's up to the judge and that stuff. They're Saginaw. Yep.
Can I at least call you while I'm in the jail?
Saginaw, dude. Oh, okay. I was born there. Wow. That's crazy.
Jennifer would be better off to help you at this point, not me. There's nothing I can do for you.
I'm from Saginaw. This is not real, bro. This guy's got to be the only brown guy in Saginaw where I'm from. Holy shit.
I swear to God!
That's someone else besides me to decide.
I swear to God, Tom.
I don't decide that, Officer Jessica doesn't decide that. That's stuff beyond us.
I swear to God, Tom.
Tom looks like the type to be a pedophile. Yeah, he does.
Thank you for everything, Tom, but I swear to God.
So, you want me to, so this...
Okay, dude. You know, it's just like, bro. Tom, can you, like, the physiognomy, bro. Jesus Christ. I honestly don't know how people can walk around looking like that and still respect themselves. It's literally insane. And you wonder why healthcare is so expensive, right? Jesus.
Phone, you want to take it with you?
Yes.
Your backpack.
Yes. Can I miss that picking up?
Alright, I will call Jennifer. Okay.
Here, put this in the backpack, because he can't have those.
Yep, you got a lighter in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I swear to God, I didn't do nothing.
His backpack's still back there.
I swear to God.
I figured.
The feel when you're getting kicked out of your homeless shelter while you were trying to molest a girl at Goodwill because of being a retard. It's tough.
I swear to God, I didn't do nothing.
Randy says he's not going to have to worry about being in a shelter because he's going to have to live in a nice 6x6 cell for at least a couple of years.
Can you at least not hold my arm so tight? That hurts.
Hey, that's awesome, dude. That was great. Oh, this is Kino. 5.2 million views.
Roger.
He looks like a caveman. That girl's not 18. Accused rapist caught with pants unzipped and a truck full of kids. What?
Why's your zipper, your buttons down in your crotch?
Well, I probably just forgot.
An accused rapist.
Brutal. Brutal. He's guilty as fuck. Because that's happened before. You have your fly down and be like, oh, shit. Oh, yeah, my bad. That's what you would say. Oh, why your buns? Oh, my bad. I'm clumsy. The fucker says,
Is caught with his pants unzipped in a truck full of underage kids during a traffic stop in New Mexico.
Okay, and then you have a bunch of kids in the car. How many kids? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who are these kids to you?
This is my friend.
That's your friend?
So you have 4 underage children in the back. And who are they to you? You would probably say, these are my kids. These are my nephews. These are the friends of my son or something. No, they're my friends. So this 40-year-old man is like, yeah, these like kids here are my friends. Nigga, what? Michael Jackson moment. At least Michael Jackson, if he's a child molester, he has like Neverland Ranch, you know? Like he has like a fucking roller coaster. This guy has a fucking pickup truck and is bald.
The disturbing traffic stop happened on July 5th of last year in Albuquerque.
Monkey Man says, where does he get the kids? Exactly. It keeps getting worse. You saw this one, Randy? Okay, don't spoil it.
Dash camera footage shows a driver, later identified as 41-year-old Jeremy Guthrie, speeding across
Look at those eyes, dog.
multiple lanes of highway before taking a dangerous turn.
He's driving like shit. Look at that. Eating line, eating line, eating line. No turn signal. Just very disrespectful.
After this near crash, Guthrie is pulled over by New Mexico State Patrol Sergeant.
What a fucking idiot, dude. Bro can't be a pedophile and a good driver at the same time, man. That's brutal. Okay, now he has a signal.
Hey there.
Hello.
How are you?
All right.
Just all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Should you have license?
Yep.
Body camera video shows a sergeant comment on Guthrie's erratic
So at the very least, he's a psycho driving with kids in the car. Yeah, he's fucked. He's fucked.
driving.
There's your wallet right there between your legs.
Sorry. Sorry. I was a little bit nervous.
So was I. The way you're driving?
Huh?
I said, you mentioned that you were nervous? Right. I was nervous when I was behind you driving down I-40. You were in lane number 1. At times, you went all the way from lane number 1 all the way over. Then you were signal, had problems keeping your vehicle one lane. And then when you merge on from westbound 40 to northbound 25.
Imagine getting a random bad driver and it's him. And you know what's better is that he didn't get caught with his pants down or unzipped. It wasn't because the cop was looking, but just because he set the wallet over the fucking crotch. And so when he moved the wallet, the cop obviously just saw that it was unzipped. That's his own fault. Had he just held the wallet up or something, then it wouldn't have even been noticed.
You took that curve way too fast.
I did. I'm sorry.
I thought you were going to crash.
No, I don't.
I didn't say. I don't think so. I'm saying I thought you were going to crash.
The first responder then comments on the 6 children inside the vehicle. Officials later confirmed the kids were between 13 and 14 years old.
Okay, and then you have a
So he's got a bunch of 8th graders in the back.
bunch of kids in the car. How many kids? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who are these kids to you?
Next, Guthrie offers a strange response, saying the kids are his friends and that one girl is over 18.
This is my friend.
That's a horrible clarification, by the way.
That's your friend?
Yeah.
How old's your friend?
18.
That girl's not 18?
Reminds Jadeite of when Ted Bundy escaped prison and got caught again because he was speeding. Yeah, I remember seeing a movie about that. Yeah, it's like, holy shit. He actually got away, too, and then he got caught. That's brutal.
Huh? That girl's not 18?
Yeah.
No, she's not.
No, she is.
That girl's not 18. Trust me. She don't look 18. Ma'am, how old are you? I didn't ask you your name. I asked you how old you were.
When the girl refuses to give her age, the sergeant asks Guthrie to get out of the vehicle.
You know it's game over when you're not saying the age. Plus, I don't know how illegal it is for the girl to just lie. Let's say the girl's 16 and she says she's 18. Or 19, I guess. I don't know. Like, the point is like, it's brutal. Like, if she doesn't answer, it's fucked, okay? So this guy has all sorts of minors with him.
Jeremy, turn the car off and come back here and talk to me.
All right.
Let me see the keys. Thank you. Come on out.
It's then that Guthrie is caught with his zipper down.
Why's your zipper, your buttons down on your crotch?
Dear.
Like this and
Hasn't been drinking, but later admits he had a few drinks several hours ago.
When did you last drink?
like probably it's been a little while.
Like an hour?
I would say it's more than
like maybe 2?
Yeah.
Roughly?
He's entering so slow and so insecurely. You can tell he's more drunk and nervous that he's letting on, right? He's talking as if if I were to be that drunk, it'd probably be like 8 beers in, dude. The guy's toasted, hence why he was driving like shit. Not only are you driving a bunch of kids that aren't even yours, but you're also driving like shit and you're drunk, dude. This guy's going to jail forever.
Okay.
Like 2 hours.
That's fair. Because you know what? 2 hours is totally different than no, I haven't been drinking. You know what I mean?
You just notice he fucked up.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
that's okay. That's okay. We're not gonna argue about it. I mean, I know what I smell. I know what I hear. I know what I see. Okay. Simple as that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, you already did. You said I hadn't been drinking, and then I kind of played you. Said, was it an hour ago? Like, no, longer. 2 hours? Yeah.
It's been a few hours.
Okay.
I mean,
Gotcha. Well,
I mean,
we're not gonna argue about that. I mean, I know what I smell. Okay. Do you think you're safe to drive? Do you think you're safe to drive?
Yeah.
You do?
Absolutely.
Once again, you and I will disagree on that too. I don't think you're safe to drive. Just based on how you're driving.
When the sergeant again asks about the kids inside Guthrie's vehicle, he has another bizarre response.
All those people in the car, who are they?
They're just my friends. I mean,
do you normally hang out with people who are young?
Not.
How old are you?
I'm 41.
41. Okay. Hang tight right there. Okay.
The sergeant then approaches the kids, asking their ages.
How old are you? And don't lie to me. I mean, I'm not gonna play the game where you lie. I know that.
For the fact that the kids are lying about their age means that they've been around this guy for a while and like have a sense of like not telling the truth, which means that he's like probably grooming these kids or something crazy. And that's odd, right? Now if I were this guy, the bald guy, I'd say, well, I wouldn't say I'm friends with them. I'd say like, oh, I'm like their baseball coach or something. I don't know. I'm their karate instructor, maybe. But bruh,
You're not 18, okay? So if you want to have attitude, you in the front, okay? We go about it another way. Simple as that. So if I sense any attitude or you give me lip, we'll do it another way. Okay, how old are you? 14. Thank you. Simple question.
14.
Really 14?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
14.
Okay. Okay. 13. Okay. 14. Okay. Who's this guy to anybody?
That's our homies. And then she knows the kid.
Okay. So that there's your homie. Okay. So you guys all need to call your parents.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. And have your parents meet us here.
The first responder explains he may have saved all the children's lives that night by pulling Guthrie over.
Just so you guys know, okay, I probably saved 6 lives tonight, at least 6 lives. Okay, I thought you guys were going to crash around that bend. He's going way too fast. And he's definitely not safe to drive.
Yeah, we told him. We told him.
He then speaks with several parents, calling for them to come pick up their children.
This is Sergeant LaFay with State Police. And your son, along with, I'm guessing 5 of his other buddies, they were in a vehicle with somebody some man, it's a grown adult, who has no business driving. And so he's out now doing field sobriety tests, and these kids need to be picked up.
Meanwhile, another first responder conducts field sobriety tests with Guthrie.
So just to make sure that you're okay to drive, okay, would you mind doing a couple of field sobriety tests just to make sure?
Yeah.
Yeah? You would mind, or you would want to do them?
Was it?
Damn.
Do you mind, or would you want to do them? Do you want to do them? Yes or no?
I don't really want to.
You don't want to do them?
No, I don't want to do them.
Okay, I'm just gonna let you know, if you don't do the test, I'm gonna have to place you under arrest. You wanna do the test?
All right, well, let's do the test.
fuck, dude, you are fucked, man.
You don't know what
That's brutal. Okay, we can skip around. He's obviously gonna fail the test. Let's see the resolution here. Oh, he's getting arrested. Uh-oh. 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 Lock him up. That's brutal.
Anything you say can and will be used against you in court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him or her present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements.
Okay.
Yes or no?
No.
Yeah? Okay.
Guthrie was charged with driving while under the influence and 6 counts of child abuse. He was later also charged with multiple counts of rape. Prosecutors allege he began a relationship with one of the 13-year-olds in his vehicle back when she was 12.
No.
They also allege she became pregnant but suffered a miscarriage.
Holy
Guthrie
shit.
is due back in court in October. Reporting for Law and Crime Network, I'm Sierra Gillespie.
No fucking way, bro. What? Oh my god. Holy shit, man. But, yo, what? Albuquerque, man. Oh, that explains it. Albuquerque. That's rough. Okay, anyway. So he was stopped at a traffic stop, obviously. Jeremy Guthrie is his name. He was drinking and driving with 6 kids in the car. He was charged. Police charged him with rape and said that he had a sexual relationship with a 12-year-old. And she was pregnant, had a miscarriage. Police said that he also raped her twin sister. I've never heard of that before. A guy like doing that to a girl and the twin. That's new. Guthrie is facing 16 charges, including 9 counts of criminal sexual penetration of a minor. He's going to trial on Monday. This was when? Last month? Holy shit. Okay, so he's not even in prison yet. Okay. But a new motion filed by Guthrie's defense attorney aims to separate charges that happen after the girls turn 13. Okay, that is an important technicality. New evidence is here, including Snapchat messages from Guthrie to the victim's twin sister after they had turned 13. So he has a drinking while under the influence charge plus 6 accounts of okay. So he's gonna die in jail, bro. It's over. Yikes, man. My question is how he had so many different girls there. What I'm saying is, like, how did he have so many different kids with him is my question. Like, what the fuck? I understand, like, if you had the 2 twins. And I'm curious how he even found the twins. Are they, like, his, like, nephew, nieces or something? So, I don't know. What else is going on in here? Child predator caught in trap. Okay.
In May 2023, an investigation was initiated by the Wausau Police Department involving a male individual who made contact with an undercover Facebook profile. Jeffrey Suber, age 65, initiated conversations with the undercover profile, unaware that it was being operated by a police officer posing as a 15-year-old boy. The officer quickly emphasized to Jeffrey several times.
I want to see the part where he's like crying.
I've been driving this about 5 years, but you did it prior to that.
I did it way back when my kids were young, yeah.
Jail time. Okay, let's see.
I'll see when transport we have to.
Can you put them in the front?
I can't.
Why can't you?
Because it's against our agency policy.
Can I help you?
Yes, please. Wausau, 1 car or 1 mail.
Okay, come on in.
Thank you.
Okay, this one's gonna be way better. Stalker pretends to be a state
In Tavernier,
trooper.
Florida, an
Good.
extraordinary tale emerges as a woman's ex-boyfriend employs cunning tactics in pursuit of his desires.
Look at those fucking eyes, the receding hairline.
Law enforcement's riveting investigation leads to a dramatic confrontation, exposing the astonishing extent to which some will defy the law. To trace the phone number used to make the fake DUI report.
Okay, is he gonna surrender? Let's see this.
They came and let her go, drunk.
It doesn't matter if the text came after they're 13 because it happened when they were 12 and pre. Okay, I'm assuming his defense attorney though is saying that it didn't happen when they were 12 and that he just knew them when they were 12 and then consummated the lust when he was when they were 13. And I know that because in certain, at least in most states, how it works is obviously like you get more of a severity of a charge the older or younger the kid is. And so like, let's say you get charged 15 years for a 12-year-old and like 10 for a 13. So I guess that's like the difference. I don't know. Dixon Cider says, is Lalo still a Thorpe cell? I don't agree with the term, but am I friends with Grace? Sure.
I literally escorted her into her building.
So how does that fall into you impersonating an
Because
official?
my cousin called, my whole entire family's cops, right? Like literally everybody but me. My cousin was with me in the car on vacation. This is how it went down. I was driving, pull out of the Big Chill every day like clockwork. You can bet your ass she's gonna know where I am. In fact, she tells O'Neill where I am, finds me at my job, and then tells him, and then he comes to talk to me. And I've been on my best behavior. I pull out, she cuts me off, and probably so drunk didn't even know it was me. Drives into the mangroves, and then back onto the highway, and she's an alcoholic.
Without crashing?
Dude, she is a complete alcoholic, but like without crashing, swerving, you know, driving like off the side of the road. So my cousin's like, dude, call. Why would you not call? She's called the cops like 80 times. So she's on camera like 15 times coming down my vlog. Like, I'll be at the front.
That's anticlimactic, bro. Too civilized, bro. I want these people to like go crazy. Okay, this black guy looks
On
really
the
mad.
evening of March 8th, 2023, an officer was on patrol when he observed a vehicle with a defective brake light in Jackson, Wisconsin. Upon reaching the vehicle and initiating a traffic stop, it pulled into a Walgreens store and parked in a handicap spot.
What a fucking idiot.
Despite the officer's activated emergency lights, the driver, later identified as a 34-year-old male named Harrison, ignored commands and walked into the store.
What a stupid motherfucker. Okay, you know this guy's garbage, okay? First of all, he flees the cop. Second of all, if you're going to do that, you might as well just drive away. But instead, he pulls over. Third, he goes into a fucking handicap spot, but proceeds to like hop out the vehicle. And so that's illegal. And then he goes into a store. What does he expect to happen? Is he like going to hide in the bathroom?
No traffic stop. My car was stopped and parked. Car off. I'm going to stop, bro. Ain't no stop. Come back here. I'm a grown man. Come back here.
Oh, this guy thinks he's smart. So basically, instead of getting a traffic stop where you pull over and the car is on, he's like, well, technically, if the car is off and I'm out the car, then there can't be a traffic stop. Okay. So like, for example, if you're speeding going 100 miles over the limit in a Lamborghini and you just pull over and get out the car, the second you're out the car, it's not a felony anymore. It's like this black guy's logic, dude.
There ain't no come back. Come back. You're resisting. You're resisting right now. I'm not resisting nothing.
Traffic stop on Walgreens, so walking away.
It's your lucky day, okay? I gotta go to a different call. You can't drive. You have a suspended driver's license. You gotta stay here and call someone else, okay?
So this guy got this black guy he just pulled over got lucky as shit. He's like, look, something really big is going on. Look, just wait for somebody to pick you up. You have a suspended license. Okay. So what that means for the guy that just got spared, which Dude, imagine how lucky that is. I bet that happens like less than 1% of traffic stops. But okay, so basically, he says don't drive your unsuspended license. What that mean is wait for him to drive away and then just drive back home and then fix your license or something. Wow. Lucky day, right? Ironically enough, that yellow black guy just helped out his brother.
Come back. I'm buying a Red Bull to go to work. What are you doing? Let's go. Let's go, bro. Don't touch me, man. Go.
He says I'm buying a Red Bull and then going to work, bro. It's like 10 p.m. No, it's 9:46. Okay.
Oh, bro, ain't no let's go, bro. You better call your let's go. Lieutenant or something. Ain't no let's go. What's wrong with you, bro? What's wrong with you, bro?
Let's go. Step it up.
Bro, you got it right. Got it, okay?
We're going back outside.
No, we're going where?
We're going back outside right now.
What did you do to me? What did you do? Could you please bring out your camera, man? I'm going. My car right. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. My car. What's your reason for harassing me, man?
I gotta go to work
at 10 o'clock, bro. I gotta go to work at 10 o'clock. My car was cut off. And you can run my plates. I got license and everything. What are you doing?
You have a defective brake light.
What are you doing?
That's why I stopped you.
You did not stop me, bro. You did not stop me. And your camera show that, bro. What are you doing? Let's go what?
We're stepping outside.
Yeah, I'm stepping after I buy my Red Bull.
Right now.
No. You don't have that right.
Yes, I do.
You don't have that right.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. You crazy.
Where's my backup?
You crazy. Where's your backup? You better not touch me. I know you better not touch me. Man, please don't leave. You better not touch me for a traffic stop. You better not put your hands on me or I'm suing your ass.
Let's go.
Touch me.
We're walking outside.
I ain't going nowhere.
We're walking outside.
I ain't under arrest. I ain't got to go nowhere. Is it closed? Is it closed here?
We're stepping outside.
I'm going to buy my Red Bull.
We're stepping outside.
What's wrong with you? I got rights, man. You can't do that. Get the fuck out of here.
Step outside.
You see? Please watch this, because if I die, I want my kids to see what happens.
What a melodramatic fucking queer, bro. He's like, if I die... Dude, he's just pulling you over for a traffic stop, you fucking idiot. If anything crazy happens, it's only because of him. Plus, like, if you're doing this whole, like, oh, I'm a sovereign citizen, you can't arrest me, then just fucking walk away, man. You antagonizing the cop is only going to make him call for backup. And hence, there's backup now. What a fucking idiot.
He was then quickly decentralized as a result of his active resistance.
What the fuck does that mean?
Go, girl.
Yes, left hand? Yep.
Little bitch.
Now, sir, can I slow it down? Yep, everything's recorded, sir.
So I'll make it to my family, please. Let them see that video.
All right.
See how I put his legs on my head for no reason, man?
Sir, he's security, man.
See this? Unnecessary force? Why is my head being on the ground like this?
Hey.
Okay.
Just calm down.
And he on my back.
Hey, we're good. Hey, we're good. You
He's
can
on my
breathe.
back and I can't breathe. I'm not good.
Hey, we're good.
No, he's on my butt and I can't breathe.
You can breathe. Stand up, Robbie.
What a fucking homo. This is the problem with George Floyd going viral. This guy, at best, has his knee on the black guy's butt. And this nigga's saying, like, he's on my butt. I cannot breathe. What? So, okay, by that definition, any kid that does wrestling should have fucking died. They all should have suffocated to death, right? Because some guy's on you. Really? You fucking imbecile? The whole point with George Floyd is that he had his neck or his knee on the neck, which would obviously be a big deal, even though that technically wasn't true. Now, so Monkey Man points out the obvious. Bro thinks he's George Floyd. Dalasto George Floyd. He has his knee on your ass, bro. There's no threat. Seriously. You look like a bitch. And think about it this way. If some other guy had his knee on his back or whatever, he and him crying, I can't breathe, I'm going to make him a bitch in the streets. But because it's a white guy, a white cop, now it's okay to act like a little bitch. Oh, record this if I die. Nigga, why would you die, you idiot? They're arresting you. What? Like, what guy has been in cuffs and then died after? Like, that doesn't even make sense. Look, if you get suicide by cop, that happens before they arrest you.
Robbie, back up.
Okay. We're just gonna be calm, okay? All right.
Don't worry about none of that.
You guys good to put him on the side? Yep. Okay. We're gonna put you on your side, buddy, okay? I'll help you out.
Why am I in cuffs and I'm not arrested? Why am I being, why am I being arrested? I'm supposed to go to work to take care of my family under a 90-day policy at this job.
Hey, what's your name? First name? Harrison. Okay, just take a deep breath.
Bro, this is uncalled for, bro. I was not under arrest. It wasn't a traffic stop. He had no right to follow me in the store and do this to me.
Okay, man. Hey,
y'all act like people ain't got no right.
Harrison,
While taking him into custody, the officers also detected an odor of marijuana emitting from his clothes.
Let's check his voice. If that's what you're going to say, just keep that with you. You can bring that with you to court. But right now, we're not going to argue about it because you're only going to make your situation...
I'm speaking for that camera right there. Okay. How this unnecessary force is being used on me. That wasn't a traffic stop or nothing. Ain't no drugs or nothing.
One second, man.
I don't care about nothing. Do whatever you got to do, bro.
Lucky for you, man.
Y'all already know y'all ain't on my team, bro. On my side, y'all can just take me to jail. Do what y'all got to do, bro. Y'all already on my life.
Yep. One, we're signing you up. Perfect, man. There we go.
Can I get my phone?
We'll grab that. That's your phone.
All right.
Who's the on-duty manager? You are. Perfect. Is there anyone else in your car?
Ain't nobody in my car. You ain't seen ain't nobody in my car.
I mean, I just got here, man.
I'm trying to go to work. Like y'all working and y'all harassing me. Where are my plates, bro?
Okay,
so obviously I wasn't here when everything started. You know what happened?
No, he just walked in, and I was in the back room,
Okay.
and I heard him screaming.
Okay.
I thought it was something with one of my employees, so I came over here.
I got you. That's some bullshit, bro. This is your car right here? Yeah, that's my car. Don't waste this ass, bro. Don't touch me, bro. Please don't let dude touch me. I got him. I got him. You want to go? Okay, then. We're going to go inside the back of this squad car, okay? I didn't search his pockets, just his waistband. Okay. We're going to pull you back out and search you, okay? You got anything on you that's going to cut, stick, or poke me? I got nothing. Okay, nothing like that? Nothing on me. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go back in the back of this squad car now, okay? What's the reason I'm being detained? Because it was never a traffic stop. Why am I being detained again? Because I know I'm not under arrest. Well, you're under arrest. Yes. Yeah, you're under arrest. I'm good. I didn't check Nick yet. Is Nick good? Are you hurt, Nick, or are you good? I'm good. Okay. Is he good? Does he need anyone offer him medical at all or anything? I assume so. You're fighting with officers when I showed up, so maybe. Had no reason to take. Follow me. Well, you don't have plates in your car there, man. Well, y'all see the bumper off, right? Yeah, that's fine. My plates, everything good on my car. Yeah, but you can't drive without one. All right, okay. Say whatever you want to say. I know I'm supposed to be getting arrested for this. So no injuries right now, but you might have some later? I don't know, bro. Okay. Well, you let me know.
I stopped because he had a brake light out. Yeah. And he pulled in here. I said, get back in your car. He said, Dad, I'm not doing that. So I followed him in there. Okay. And then he just kept pulling away. Yeah. Like, okay. That's great. I heard you called out and then I was walking away. I'm like, oh.
Sorry, I couldn't tell where if you were in the store or where you were at first, so that's why I was trying to figure it out. I knew you were here, so it wasn't helpful with just that said Walgreens.
Well, he smells like weed.
Right. What do you have?
I stopped for a brake light out. He got out. He pulled in here.
He was trying to ditch you then, or?
Well, I know. I stopped. I saw the brake light when he braked to pull in here. So I came in here, lit him up. He pulled in his parking lot. What'd you say?
Did you hear what she said? The Malibu belongs to Harrison. Yeah. Only thing on is registration suspended.
Oh, yeah,
I just got it fixed.
Got out of his car. Started walking. I said, get back in your car. Traffic stop. No, Dad. I'm gonna get Red Bull. I'm going to work. You can't fucking stop me.
Okay. Transmission just got fixed. Okay. Bumper just fell off.
Wait a minute.
So y'all see them? Bro, he had no reason to tackle me in no damn Walgreens.
Okay. And then I followed him in there, and basically he was being loud and boisterous, as you probably heard, but I just waited for backup before going hands out.
What no stop, bro?
Well, I'm telling you from right now, it's my opinion.
Stop, bro.
Okay, that's your opinion, man.
Okay, well, I thought he was getting ready to swing at you.
I thought he was getting ready to.
I just pretty much tackled him right away, so okay.
Hey, man, so you're just, I'm just want to hear your side of it here, okay? So when he stopped you, you don't think that was a good stop? You got nothing besides... I know, we're not going to get to that, okay? So you say that you're doing nothing wrong, your driver's license is valid, you got nothing in the car, correct?
Bro, I'm on my way to work.
Okay, but you don't have anything in the car?
Bro, y'all know I don't have nothing in that car.
Okay, is that right if I search it? Just make sure you got...
What you mean? Y'all can do whatever y'all want to do to the car. Y'all got the car, bro.
Is that right if I search it? I'm just asking you.
I don't care what y'all do, bro.
Okay, so it's all right if I search it?
I don't have my permission to do anything, but I don't care what you do. No, y'all don't have my permission to do anything.
Okay, no. It would start off as kind of, but no. 913 County, is there a K9 on duty and available? Do I? No, I'm good.
What the fuck?
Okay, you don't need an ambulance? You just want to get on with your night? If you're going to go to jail and get booked to jail, you want to go to jail and get booked? Is that what you're saying, sir? You know what I'm saying. Okay, well, I'm going to take that as you don't need an ambulance, so.
Sir, I just heard you say you're hurt. Do you need...
I'm hurt.
Do you need an ambulance?
I'm hurt.
Do you need an ambulance?
My leg's hurt, yes. Need an ambulance. My leg hurt.
913 County.
How's that a traffic stop?
Sir, I made a traffic stop.
How is my car cut off? What you stopping?
Do you want me to explain, or are you
Yeah,
going to
go ahead.
Okay, when you pressed your brakes to turn into Walgreens here, I noticed that your driver's side brake light wasn't working. That's why I conducted a traffic stop.
Bro, you didn't turn on no lights before. You weren't even behind me when I turned in here, bro. You capping. When I got out the car, you was pulling up, telling me get back in my car. That's not no stop.
I didn't know what he had. I went in there, the guy was walking away, and I almost thought for a second he was going to swing on Nick or something, so I just pretty much just grabbed.
He's gonna lose his job guaranteed. I think he don't even have a job. Does he look or sound like the type of person to have a job? I mean, the guy's fucking ridiculously aggressive. Smokes like pot going to work. I doubt it. Smells like pot. I doubt.
I'm on my way to work. Take care of my kid.
Oh, Harrison. And my shoulder hurt, bro. You already had rescue sign off on you, okay?
Bro,
this
ain't
no obstruction charge. I didn't run from no police. It's obstructing. There ain't obstructing, bro. It ain't no stick, bro. It's a lawsuit. Okay. My shoulder is up. Okay. Do you want us to check your cuffs because of the way you're yelling right now?
Bro, I don't care about that right now. Damage is done, bro. My shoulder and hip is up, bro.
Okay. You don't
Tell me what y'all find in my car.
So.
Why y'all searching and I ain't give y'all permission? Tell me what y'all find.
Probable cause
like he just told me.
He just told me we're not going to search your car because I didn't give permission.
Right. But then
Okay, you're going to go. Hey, Mr. Harris.
Well, you want them to come back and get you as a medical complaint. What is your medical complaint?
My shoulders feel it's.
Whoa.
Alfred, we got him on the ground in Sally Park. Don't. How can we get you help when you're out like that?
Ben, we're trying to get you in there.
They're trying to kill me.
You got him safe. Code 3, leave me enough.
Stop moving.
Okay, we can't bring it down, so we can't bring it.
Man, take this off me. Can you get off my shoulder, man? I told you
no one's on your shoulder.
No one's on your shoulder, man.
Bro, y'all know what y'all doing.
No one's on your shoulder.
You know what you're doing, bro.
Sir, I have my hand.
You know what you did, bro.
Okay, so he's bitching because the cops, and this is just so stupid. This is how Americans work. Tell me if you have any injuries so we can take you to the hospital. First of all, if the guy's like, just looking at the guy, he has no injuries. So, of course, this fucking baby is going to be like, oh, it's my shoulder hurts. No, it doesn't, you fucking imbecile. Like, okay. Anyway, so they take him to a hospital like fucking idiots because that's how the law works, which they ought to change that. They should only take you to a hospital if the cops themselves notice something on you. And if you end up in jail and you end up with a fracture, you're going to figure that out later anyway. Who cares? Now they're going to go and probably waste taxpayer money on driving this motherfucker to the hospital and whatever else costs are associated with that, over something that isn't even a real injury. It pisses me off. This white boy trying to kill me. Yeah, I fucking hate this guy, man.
I ain't even being resistant or nothing.
Are you gonna cooperate?
Crazy. I've been cooperating, bro. Y'all know y'all unnecessarily roughing me, bro.
You're gonna grab a wheelchair. Okay.
Can we get you up in a chair?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you got
Please get me up. They've been doing this to me all night. Myself, bro, don't get your hands off
We're not gonna let you get up yourself after the way you just throw yourself around.
What you mean, throw myself? You did that. Y'all did that.
We're gonna roll you to this shoulder.
Which shoulder feels
touching
me, bro.
Hey.
Okay. You don't touch me. I can get up, bro. Okay, perfect. Bro, don't touch my shoulder.
We have to touch
No, you don't. You don't have to touch me, bro. I'm asking you to please not touch me.
1, 2.
No, bro, stop my shoulder.
Just leave him on the ground.
I told you, bro. Why don't you put my shoulder, bro?
Again, pulling his shoulder. They were raising him up by his arms, talking about his shoulder. Also, like, if he's going to get up on his own power, he's going to have to use his shoulders to, like, shake around, right? But no, when he gets pulled up, he starts shaking around to loosen himself up. So if the shoulder hurt, then he shouldn't have moved it, yeah?
We're not pulling your shoulder. We're trying to help you out and get you into the thing.
This is embarrassing, bro. I swear, bro.
There's no way to get you up any other way.
Bro, I can get up on my own. I'm cuffed. What threat am I?
Here's the deal. You trip and fall. We're responsible for your welfare. We have to maintain control of you.
Bro, I'm not going to trip and fall. What's wrong, bro? Y'all keep throwing me on the ground.
We have to maintain control of you while you're in cuffs. You can pull away. That's why we went back to the ground.
What's going to happen is he's cool right now, but if you try to get him up, he doesn't want you touching him, and then he'll fight back once you get him.
Okay, I have to pull something out the freezer, so I'll leave it playing. I'll hurry up.
Halfway up. So, all right, man, we're going to get you up, okay?
Y'all my shoulder, bro.
We're going to get you up.
Grab my shoulder,
You want to roll onto your left or your right
bro,
shoulder?
I don't need you to roll me. I don't need you to touch me.
Okay.
I can get up, bro.
1, 2, 3.
Push yourself up.
We're going to go on this bed.
I don't need to go on the bed.
Well, that's how it is.
Shoulders.
You ask to go to the hospital, you have to sit on the bed. Sit down. There you go. Stop pushing against me, okay? It makes it a lot easier if you're cooperative.
Nurses, okay?
Bro, didn't I tell my shoulders hurt? How am I lay on my back with my hands cuffed?
Harrison.
That's more pain. Are y'all listening to me?
Harrison, listen a second, okay? What I need you to do is scoot your butt back on the cot, okay? Can you get your feet up here? Don't kick anyone, obviously. Scoot
Bro,
your
I ain't
butt
never
back.
kicked nobody.
Okay, I just want to make sure we are avoiding anything like that, obviously. Okay, can you get your feet up
Kick. Girls kick.
All the way back to the end.
Kick, I punch.
Is that good?
Yeah.
What's going on?
No, but he's like playing the polo game and whatever, and don't touch me. Well, he like Jack in a box out of the squad in front of Trevarthen's face, and it's like, whoa, we're playing these games, settle down, and then he got all mad at Trevarthen and then pulled away as we're going here, so we took him to the ground again. DC obstruct resist. So he walked away from a traffic stop. Because once your car's off, you don't have to stop. When I went into Walgreens, he started walking towards me, so I got an arm up around his shoulder, decentralized him, and then we forced his hands behind his back. That's it. There were no knee strikes, nothing.
X-rays were then performed, which did not display any broken bones.
Yeah, well, there it is. Okay, so like I said, I was streaming because I was streaming because I had the house to myself. But that's gonna change in like 10 minutes, so I'll give it another 10 minutes, and then we're gonna wrap it up. So, yeah. So let's. If I go live again, it'll probably be like midnight or something because I need to. Like, I only want to stream when I have the house to myself so I can be loud, because otherwise I have to, like, talk like this, because obviously I don't want to, like, disturb the peace here, so, yeah. So, if I go live again, you'll have to wait, like, 6 hours, and then I'll be back up, but wait for everybody to be asleep or out the house, so. I can still record videos, though, when people are in the house, because it's, like, not as weird, I guess. But okay, so let me know if you want me to record a video tonight, what it should be about. So incel attempts to seduce a woman in public, number 10.
Hey, this is a little bit spontaneous of me, but I must say it really caught my attention. This is a little bit spontaneous, but I must say it really caught my attention. Yeah, you look like you're in a rush though. No, I just thought you look quite nice with your orange trousers and black top. Are you going to work? Are you off to work? I don't want to keep you. Alright. That's right. Have a good day.
There's just like no words for this. It's like so bad. OPC Don says, would you rather Riz on bike or on foot? On foot, obviously. Because first of all, I haven't really ridden a bike in years. Second of all, obviously, it kind of scares a girl if you're pulling up in a bike. So. Incel Riz.
Hello. Hello. Sorry to interrupt. Nice to meet you.
Okay. Randy Wanzer says, peace out, Lalo. Gotta be headphone emoji with a blindfold with a question mark on it, a peace sign, and like glasses. What the fuck does that even mean? I don't know what you mean. Yeah. Keep going. What the fuck happened?
Nice to meet you.
Rejected. Okay. The fuck am I looking at? If you will.
Sorry, this is a little spontaneous, but I have to say you really caught my attention. Yeah, you look like you've just come from work or something.
Yeah, I just come from work.
Going to the gym, huh? You too.
He's stalking the girl. All right, so by the end of the video, I'm going to end the stream. So 2 more minutes before I basically go off. And so comment anything you want me to read, and I'll be sure to read it. Let's go.
Excuse me. Sorry, this is quite spontaneous, but I must say you've really caught my attention. Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
That's alright, I didn't recognise you. That's alright.
Tough. Also, if he's wearing glasses, like, if you're ugly, you should wear glasses, probably. It'll help out. Damn, this girl's hot. Is he gonna approach? Heart beating like a motherfucker. He's waiting forever to talk to this chick in the booty shorts. We'll see. He's crossing the road.
Excuse me. This is a little bit spontaneous, but I must say you really caught my attention.
Whoa, whoa, rewind that shit.
This is a little bit spontaneous, but I must say you really caught my attention.
As soon as he said attention, she left, bro. Yikes. Glasses on, time to cry, so they won't see my tears. Okay. So that's gonna wrap it up for us. Maybe tonight, maybe later. All right. So there we go. All right, I'll give you 30 more seconds before I wrap it up. But damn, that was a good way to end off, okay? That was insane, profoundly. I just cannot even get my fucking head around it. That was so creepy. Holy shit. I've never seen a rejection like that ever, man. That was amazing. Yeah, so Jesus. God help me. Anyway, I'm probably going to watch the Ravens versus the Steelers on 2X, like a real G. So I'll see y'all in the next upload. I might upload something. Good stream. Thanks, guys. W stream. Thank you all. So if I'm live, it'll be when everybody else is asleep here. So around midnight. If not, I don't know. I have school coming up on Wednesday. That starts the new semester for my junior year of college. So I'm trying to stream while I have time. So anyway, see y'all in the next one. Adios.